Welcome back to Barely D&D, your sort of Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Zach, and I'm the resident DM for your excellent D&D channel. And on today's episode of The Accidental Adventures, we will be getting into episode 77, The Old Man in the Sea. Before I can get into today's intriguing episode, I need to recap last week's episode, episode 76, A Light in the Dark. The fungi's voyage westward to the far nation of Lesage continued, filled with much of their usual accompaniment of sailing activities and boisterous camaraderie. Jello and Gretta exchanged a meaningful discussion of their concurrent personal recoveries, Rowena honed her musical craft, and the crew of the Poor Bet even enjoyed the natural wonder of an oceanic feeding frenzy, a bait ball attended by wondrous species of the Zeal Ocean in a flurry of life and action. The adventuring vessel eventually stumbled upon an unlikely sight, the shifting light of Tower, revealing a lighthouse on a smattering of rock in the middle of the seemingly infinite waters. With curiosity, the travelers investigated the strange isle, finding it attended by the odd guard of two elderly men. When invited into their humble home for a moment of respite, the reduced party spent a quiet evening of discussion and dancing, with the lonely fellows as a gift of liveliness and an early celebration of the Days of Union holiday. Soft rain now lulls the returned group to sleep aboard their obtuse ship, and many of the vessel's members muse about the strange lighthouse and the apparently magical lock upon its front door, as they fall asleep after the jovial evening, awaiting a day of possible exploration into its intrigue. With no further fare, let's get into today's excellent episode.
Welcome back to Barely D&D. This is your sort of and Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We are coming back with episode 77 on 7/7 July 7th. And I am not in the room.
That's true.
She's not in any room.
I am not in the room.
That's true. Mika's remote. Jackie's remote. Landon's so remote he's not even here. Jackie, are you just sitting there recording us?
No, I'm trying to take a picture for our Instagram.
Oh, all right. All right. Okay.
I love it.
Anyway, just live in the middle of... Anyway.
Hey, go follow us on Instagram if you're listening, please.
You guys don't realize I do this like every session. It's just Zach finally noticed.
You've been doing this every session?
Oh, I do it a lot. I just take a little screenshot.
You got him with a surprise.
It's just for the story.
You got him.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, hey, we're recording.
Anyway, welcome back to Barely D&D. As McGillicuddy said, we're doing episode 77 today, which is wild. That's crazy, guys. 77 episodes. We are 23 episodes away from triple digits. Well, 22 episodes away from triple digits.
That's a lot of digits.
That's crazy. Guys, we're going to be at episode 100 soon.
I don't know.
Is there like do you have something
big
planned
I figured it out. I do like that.
For episode 100?
Let's see if I have something big planned. Let's see. Let's look.
Do you have something big planned for us tonight?
Rolling? Yes. Oh, I have something very big planned for episode 100. Actually,
that's scary.
Assuming that things stay on track, because sometimes they shift. But assuming that things stay on track, yes, episode 100 should be huge.
Cool.
But episode 100 should be one of the most important in the campaign. But that's a little sneak peek, a little teaser trailer there, listener. But episode 77, we are going to have a good one tonight. Let me tell you. The date. Letterder questions.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone have a letterder? Because I think I thought of one.
I don't.
Okay, Mika looks like she's not quite sure where she is. Okay, cool.
No, she has one.
Would it be?
Wait, say it again?
If your character was a poop,
No, I'm not doing
Jackie,
that.
any ideas?
I'm not doing it.
That's pretty funny.
Ro is not a poop.
Zach was like, dang it, that was my answer.
Okay, tell me if this is a bad one. But what if the letterder was, what was the inspiration for your character?
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What was the inspiration?
Yeah. Before we get Begonkan, who do you guys want the DM NPC, the Dimanabuka, to be?
Not a score.
No. Because I want someone who's more personable to us.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, everybody can vote.
Madame scores.
Abby votes Madame score.
Feminine.
McGillicuddy? Okay.
I want to say
It's
Good.
all
Three
three
different votes. Excellent.
So we can vote, but you can't vote for your own character.
Here's what's going to happen. Oh, that's a great idea. Everybody vote, but you can't vote for your own character. You have to vote for someone else
What
said.
if we still vote for different ones? This is so silly.
We'll figure it out.
All right,
Mika, who's yours?
I'm gonna say Madame Meescore.
Okay. Who's your vote other than Madame Meescore?
Can I vote for Madame Meescore? Can I
no,
vote
you
for
cannot.
Mika?
You
cannot
just said
vote.
you
You cannot
can't
cross the
vote
rule
for
you just made. Oh my goodness.
that rule.
You're so ridiculous. Who's your vote other than Madame Meescore?
Demnon.
All right, Jackie?
Mine was going to be Spagoober. I told you this wouldn't work.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen.
How about you just
Everybody
choose out
raise
of
your
those
hands
three,
up.
Zach?
Everybody raise your hands up in front of your cameras. You are going to
my
play rock, paper,
God.
scissors with each other. Okay, on shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You are actually kidding me. It was literally rock, paper, scissors. Okay, everybody go again. Okay, ready? No, guys, stop. On a same count. All right, ready?
The listeners
3,
probably hate this. They can't
2,
see anything.
1, rock, paper, scissors. Okay,
I win.
so Abby, you get to pick.
Madame Meescore.
Okay, Madame Meescore. Wow, that was really roundabout. That was so funny.
I forgot to change it.
Yeah, I saw that, Mika, which is very Craig. Okay, so it's Madame Meescore. Let's start with Rowena, because
Why do we always
Jackie's
start with
frequently
me?
ready to. Yeah, well, everyone else is always like, no, not me. So we always start with you.
Okay, fine. Okay, well,
What was the inspiration for Row?
Well, it's a double-sided answer because Row was birthed from Ravina, literally and physically.
Why'd you say it like that?
But so I would say the inspiration for Row was, I guess, a little bit Ravina. The name was inspired by Rowena, the greatest witch of all time in Supernatural.
Cool.
But Ravina, I'm going to give an answer for Ravina because I think that one's kind of interesting.
That's what I thought you were going to say when you went Ravina, but Ravina.
Yeah. So, because Ro was, I don't know, Ro's kind of like myself too, but Ravina was inspired. She was just going to be a one-shot character, and I had been playing a lot of Fortnite, and there's a character, my skin that I wore in Fortnite, her name was Ravina, and she had bright green skin, purple eyes, and purple horns. She was basically like she didn't have purple eyes.
That's cool.
She didn't have purple eyes. I'm sorry. She had purple clothing. It was like purple leather stuff on her.
It's
and
good
then
either
she
way.
had bright purple horns is what it was. So she looked kind of like a tiefling. And I was like, Ravina's a cool name, and I like the green skin thing. And so I was like, it was my first time playing D&D, and so I was like, that's a cool inspiration. And so that's what I ran with, and I gave her bright purple eyes, and Zach was like, a halfling with bright purple eyes. Okay, let's go.
Sure. Well, it was your first time. I wasn't going to make it difficult.
But now it's canonical.
And now it's canon. McGillicuddy, what was the inspiration for Kriag?
Well, Craig actually started out as a joke.
That's very true.
I tried to think of maybe like a funny plot, like a funny story, it's not funny if you're thinking seriously, but I was like, oh, what if it's like
It's not funny if you're being
with
serious.
marriage issues. It's like a serious thing, but like it was supposed to be a
Well,
joke because I wasn't really.
I was very much
experienced.
like, show up with whatever you want, and then you picked that, and then I was like, okay, now you have to be serious about it. And you're like, what?
What? You mean the joke that is actually a serious?
So was there any
thing
particular
is
inspiration, or were you just like, that would be dumb?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that would be dumb. Like that would be a reason why he left his house, and like why he like left home.
You asked yourself, why would he
I
need
really
to get
think
out?
like why would he leave?
Okay.
That was kind of my question of like, why would he be in this place with these people? And that was the best answer that I could come up with. So then I was thinking like, well, I could just make him like a big jerk. Because then like that would be fun to play. And it also puts me in a place where I have to be someone else who isn't myself. And I didn't realize how hard that would be. But now I love Craig. And like,
I also think it helped you.
really
It
glad
was a
where
smart
he is.
decision. I think it got you really into role play. It's also crazy
Yeah,
to look back and
so-
remember that Craig used to be a jerk.
Yeah, he really
Because
did.
he's not anymore.
So did Greta. It makes me cringe to listen to the early episodes.
But that's development.
I don't feel like they were as bad as
Bleaka?
y'all make them out to be. Because I remember listening to them, and I don't remember thinking
No,
anybody
Craig,
was
Craig
a jerk.
was pretty bad. Craig was pretty mean to
In
everyone.
a funny way, though.
Was
Like,
that
it was
was
always
great.
funny.
recording?
It was
even?
awesome.
No,
If you go back and listen to episodes like 1 through 5, Craig's rude to everyone all the time. But it's
so
hilarious.
Funny.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's great. I think it's a great way to start the podcast. And it was good character growth. Anyway, Obliga, what was the inspiration for Greba?
Once upon a time, I was writing a novel, and there was a character named Gretta in my novel. And obviously they're very different now, but pretty much Gretta in my novel is like, oh, old lady, she's a witch. She owns a plant shop, and there's tons of bugs, and there's like it's like a witch doctor plant shop.
Dang, that's sick.
And she's very nice. And she doesn't have nearly as much of the trauma as Greta does. But yeah, like, and just an old lady with like pretty much the exact same aesthetic. And I was like, I love this character. I think maybe at the time, because it was just like a one-time thing, I was like, because I first played Greta in like a one-shot that we did before we even started the campaign. And I was like, it'll help me get into the character more. And now they're completely different characters. But it definitely helped me get into the aesthetic. So
it's crazy how violent you guys were in that first one-shot. What was that, Micah?
I remember like sitting with you, Abby, and like talking about our characters with each other. And it's insane seeing how much Greta has changed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
She really has. She changed a ton. You remember when she used to have a class? So anyway,
oh, good one. That was so good.
Madame Miescar, I want to have a really cool answer. It's not that it's not a cool answer. I'll be honest. Matt Mercer did a really cool NPC, and I was like, I want to do that NPC. And in Campaign 2 of Critical Role, there's this hag who comes up, Lady Asharnai, and she's just supremely creepy. And, Matt did such a good job making her creepy. And I looked at that character, and when I was listening to that part of the campaign, I was beginning to design Unsun.
Ooh.
And so I was like, what would it mean for that character to exist in Yonpin, but to be a part of society? So to not live somewhere in the fringes, like, what would it mean for that character to exist, but basically for no one for like people at large to not be like, there's a hag, go burn her, but instead to be like, yeah, that's just the lady on the street. And so I kind of spent a lot of time thinking about like how do you put those? You cannot make that face, Abby. How do you put those two together? How do you make a hag who can blend in until she doesn't? And
that's a really cool concept.
Yeah. She's still one of my favorite NPCs. I love her.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah, you got to go potty?
Quick thing. We should, like, because I didn't even think about that. We should totally do, like a third watch or something on all of the characters that we like and their backstories.
Oh, yeah.
Not backstories, but how they were created.
That would be cool.
That's a good idea.
Like a special, yeah. Like not a third one. Yeah, like a barely explained or something.
Dang, that's a really good idea. Sorry, Mike, I don't mean to make it sound like, wow, Micah had a good idea. I just mean like, that's a great idea. I had not thought of that. That's really good. I like that a lot.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It was raining last time.
Oh, boy.
Is it raining where you are?
Roll for initiative.
No.
The only thing I can
No, I'm joking.
Sorry, that was loud.
Roll for initiative. 2 old men come out. It's just a really short fight.
Probably like sucker punches them and then...
Daniel's what was Randrin comes back out and he's just like, you forgot your, and then Craig's just like, bam.
Yikes.
So to reiterate the scene, Fun Guys, sans Bazz, who is still very gone. Also, for a quick update, Bazz has been gone for 16 days.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that's been a hot sagoon. And then Nom stayed on the ship. Bilfrey and Tello departed because the building was pretty crowded, and Ploff also stayed on the ship. You all and Spaguber have headed back to the ship, having kind of said goodnight to Randrin and Alec, and it's like kind of getting into evening, and it's not like an intense rainstorm, but there is some thunder, and some rain is very gently falling, but all around. And you guys are on that solitary, very harsh, rocky outcropping, little tiny island in the middle of the sea. And the very simple lighthouse is behind you, with a very simple house next to it. And the rocky island is all around, and you guys have just left the home. And because you guys said there wasn't enough room to stay in the house, and you declined the offer to sleep there.
What's the name of the episode?
Yes, this is... It's okay, guys. We've only been doing this for almost 2 years. For my note nerds, this is episode 77. Thank you, Jackie. Oh, my goodness. What?
What's the day?
I have to say the name of the episode first.
I know.
The name of the episode is The Old Man in the Sea.
Nice.
I knew you'd like that.
Very
I knew you'd like
nice.
that.
Dude, 10 points to the DM.
Have you seen Muppets from Space, Abby?
No.
Okay,
I've
well,
never
first of
seen
all,
a Muppets movie. Well, I haven't. It was really scary.
My heart!
It was
What? Which one?
scary.
It was one with Elmo, and he fell through like a trash can, and it was really scary for me when I was a kid.
That's not the Muppets. But, first of all, listener, you should listen to Muppets from Space, but there's a scene where all the rats turn to each other and go, nice, nice. And then you think of that. Anyway, we're going to get back to
Nice,
stay focused.
nice.
So The Old Man in the Sea, episode 77. It's a level 9 adventure. The date is Bjolskond 21. And it is 6:15 p.m.
21.
21.
That's from SpongeBob, right?
No.
I'm walking.
Is it still?
Well, these
did you
boots are
say
made
it's
for
still
walking,
raining on us?
and that's just what they'll do.
Yes, it is raining.
Okay.
One of these. I'm walking slowly. I'm enjoying the rain.
And it's very pleasant. So you guys are, the surface of the island is uneven, and
Is
the
there
sky.
like a path?
Sorry?
Is there like a path?
Sort of. And who of you are any of you all proficient in survival?
No. But I am in nature.
Like,
Does nature count?
So to all three of you,
No. Okay.
no, there's not a clear path. If we're maybe one of you all very familiar with finding routes and landscapes, you might be able to see like where a vague path has been sort of worn along the stone, and some stones have been displaced. But for the most part, the, like sort of broken, fractious surface of the isle is so desultory, so uneven that it really you can't make out a clear path. I mean, there is a direction toward the docks, however many hundred of feet from the place where the buildings are in the center of the very small isle, but it's not very clear. The whole island, the lighthouse and its conjoining building are very out of place. The island really just looks like a rock, a big rock in the middle of the ocean, and the rain is a soft whitish gray that just hazes the horizon, and the clouds overhead are giving that effect where like everything's getting darker sooner than it actually does because the sun is obfuscated above, and the clouds there are many dark gray clouds, but they are interspersed by lighter, thinner, whiter clouds, and so like the sun is being constantly intonated above, and as the clouds shift, you almost kind of get some sunlight peeking through, but it's mainly just very dark and dreary. And the ocean is not tumultuous; it's just lapping endlessly. But it's also that because the island is so on its own, it's not like the waves are like calming down as they get to shore. Like it very much looks. The topography of the ocean is very much just being in the middle of the Easiel, which you very much are. You all are 2/3 in your journey, and you're just walking back to your vessel. It's the rain is cool, but not outright cold, and it's pretty pleasantly warm. It's like mid 60s, maybe high 60s, and only because of the rain. It was like kind of 70s before.
Craig, aren't you like looking at magic stuff? That's what you were doing when you ended.
When we left off last
Yeah.
time, while you guys are in the house, Craig, you used your magic awareness to reach out, and you realized that there was a magical lock on the lighthouse and some sort of vague sense of magic below, but that hadn't been brought up since you sensed that in the house. And you proceeded to have a series of conversations, and you guys have left now departing for the evening.
Clarify, the magic that was below, was it below the house or was it below?
There was enough ground in between you that it was a little hard to place, but it felt like it was generally in the direction of like somewhere below the lighthouse.
Okay.
Where is the lighthouse in relation to where we are?
You guys have walked maybe 50 or 60 feet away from the home of Edelbor, Alec, and it's just directly conjoining next to it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they are literally conjoined structures.
Okay.
Conjoined
You didn't
twins?
see a portal between...
Is there like a
Jeez.
door?
You didn't see a portal between them, but they are like built into each other and connected by a wall.
I'm gonna relay. I'm just gonna speak now. Okay, you guys. I think. Hey, so I'm kind of sensing that there's something a little different about that lighthouse. I don't think it's a regular lighthouse. Do we want to go? I feel like it's a little bit magical. Like I can kind of see some stuff. Do we want to go check it out now, or do we want to wait till tomorrow?
I feel like we should.
You think the lighthouse
ahead.
is magical? In what way?
So, well, I don't want to brag, but I've got really good eyesight.
Well, no, Craig. I know
uh,
you've done this before. You can sense magical things, but like, go ahead, Craig.
Well, see, I'm seeing a little bit of a color,
Okay.
which tells me
Also,
there's something.
Craig, just for the record, that effect has been gone for like 2 hours.
Wait, what?
You
What?
sensed something like 2 hours ago while you guys were in the house before spending like half the evening with Alec. And
I thought he did it as we were leaving.
Did you? Do I DM for this campaign?
I'm sorry. I
No,
will shut
like-
up.
No, Jackie, because here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, you're right. Like, am I wrong again? Okay, I could
I
have
don't know. I
sworn-
could be wrong.
I could have
be
sworn
wrong.
that while you guys were in the house, Craig set off the sense, like, before even really talking to the old guys.
Maybe so.
And then you all picked up that somewhere outside the lock was magical. But also, you know what? Odds are evens, because I don't remember. I'm such a good DM.
Mika, do you remember? Were you falling asleep at the end?
Yes, I think Micah was unconscious.
Okay, so
by then.
maybe
Micah,
it wasn't. Maybe it
Odds
was
are
at the
evens.
beginning.
That's true. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Odds are evens.
I'm gonna say odd.
Okay, it was while you guys were in the house. So the effect is gone. You just know that you smelled something kind of magicy wagicky
Smelled?
bagagicky off of the front of the door.
I'm gonna say that because now that we're outside, that's why Craig is bringing it up.
Okay.
So you guys are outside and you are talking about the lock.
I'm gonna say,
Good DMing, Zach.
Craig.
Sorry.
I
it's
definitely
on me,
want to
it's
check
all
that out, but I feel like we should wait until the daytime, just because I think it. Well,
Yeah, but they're
I don't know,
asleep
we
right
shouldn't-
now. Weren't they going to sleep?
no. What if they
So-
wake up and they're like, "What are you guys doing in my lighthouse?"
Yeah, but they're more likely to notice us.
It's the perfect time to go.
But they can
During
probably.
the day.
I feel like we could just. They could just give us a tour.
Oh, like we could just ask. Yeah, that might be a good idea, Gretta.
And then if not, we can sneak around.
Tello,
And also it's, like, raining.
Is Tello with us? I cannot remember.
And Ro turns and talks to the space where Tello hasn't been for a couple hours.
I'm sorry, I'm a little sleepy. Tello's not here. I was gonna ask
He's
Tello.
just so
when I thought-
sneaky.
Yeah, he's been
Tello's
hard.
sneaky.
He's so
I don't
sneaky.
know, I feel like
Tello's sneaky. He could go check it out for us. And I'm kind of sneaky.
Tello.
I'm getting sneaky.
Tello, are you here? Where are you, Tello?
Are you
So you
talking
guys
in
are
the
just
sending
standing outside,
stone? or-
slowly getting wetter and wetter, about 50 feet away
Oh,
from the
Ro
house,
is
150
not.
feet from the boat.
Ro is
And-
whistling
Yes,
in
we
between
are.
every word, and she's not getting. She's wicking the wetness off herself every 5 seconds.
All right. So Ro's talking, whistling, talking, whistling, talking, whistling, and the water is just soaking her and then soaking her and then it's a crazy sight, and and you guys are still like 150, or actually I guess you're 250 feet from the boat, and which is just the poor bed is just bobbing up and down next to the dock.
I
and
think
then-
we should come back later. That's my vote.
Yeah,
But again,
let's go ahead and go to the
I'm
boat.
not your mom, so I turn around and walk towards the boat.
Yeah,
Actually,
just go to the boat.
what does the lighthouse look like?
Absolutely, my friend. Let me scroll back up.
Describe.
All of a sudden, the
Oh.
lighthouse
Describe.
talks.
Wait,
The lighthouse turns.
Absolutely, my friend.
It's me, Zorgrim. I've always been a lighthouse. The lighthouse rips out of the ground. I will destroy all.
The skies will burn.
Craig, you were super right about that
Rocks can
magic.
do it. So can a lighthouse.
The lighthouse is simple. It's it. Hold on. Let me pull my description here. So it's the same cobblestone as the building next to it. It is very much patchwork cobblestone. It is really like configured cobblestone that like lays upon each other, and not in a particularly smooth or well matched way either. Do you know? Have you guys seen episode 7
Cobblestone
of
in
Star
Minecraft?
Wars?
Yeah, bro.
Which one is that?
So do you? I think it's Force Awakens. You remember how they go find Luke on that little island
Yeah.
with the like puffin alien things?
Yes.
Do you know the little huts those
Yeah.
priestess ladies have? So it is that level of like incongruent, uneven stone. I mean, they really do just lay on top of each other, and then someone has poured mortar in between, but it's not smoothed, it's not matched, and there's all sorts of sections where like stones stick out. It goes up to about not quite 30 feet tall, which is an impressively tall structure, but you know, it doesn't tower over the landscape. And there is like at the top there is sort of like 4 pillars in vaguely each cardinal direction, and then like a sort of semicircular roof above that with sort of heavy laden oak shingles sort of nailed into each other and unevenly, some missing. And there is just a metal disc, a large metal disc. With at this angle, you can't really see anything more than just kind of the top of it, and it must be on some sort of a rotating structure that can turn and project light somehow. And at the bottom of the lighthouse, which even sits itself very slightly askew, it looks like it's ever so faintly leaning kind of in a northern direction. There's an oak door, but interestingly, where the oak door on the home is not perfectly flush, this one it really does perfectly match. The stone archway in which it sits, which has like the loosest keystone archway structure to support it in place. And on the door, there's this handle, just this simple pull handle, and there's a metal latch through which that runs, and this weirdly out of place, very like 4-inch across lock. That's like kind of a rusted iron with a very large keyhole in the front. It's got a flat top that goes into a semicircular base, and it's just really heavy and rusted by rain.
Does it look like it's still functional?
Do you want to go like check it out?
No.
From this distance, it looks like a rusted iron lock.
Okay.
It's dark black, but if you went closer, you could probably investigate it and see.
I'm going to check it out tomorrow. Greta's pretty sleepy.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep filling in the people about the magic thing.
It's not...
Okay, so
Go ahead. Sorry.
just for specifics, you guys, because I think communication's really important for a group to be on the same page. So what I see, or what I saw, was that the log was colorful, and and the and then like below it, below it was colorful.
Craig, what color was it? What colors were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw some blue.
Yeah,
Wait, what color? Wasn't it like each
So,
color
Craig,
had like?
thinking back to being inside the house where you couldn't see the objects outside of the house, you didn't see anything, but you sensed a magical sensation.
Oh crap!
Now, if you
You're
wanted
right,
to
I
lie,
didn't
you could
see-
totally make up colors.
No, I misunderstood. Dang it!
It's okay.
Wait.
It's okay.
Have you, Micah? Have you seen Daredevil?
No.
Okay. You basically sonared.
You are a
And
bat.
you got a ping outside of the building, so you know there's
got a
something on the
ping.
lock. You have not seen it. You do not know what.
I think I got this feature mixed up with another one. I don't even think I have it, but isn't there
Detect
a
magic,
feature where,
yeah.
like someone can?
And you
Well,
see the
you-
colors.
You might be able to. I don't know. Let me look it up real quick as you continue to describe.
You
but
can,
to solidify, you
But
have
I think
not
it was because
seen.
you were inside that you couldn't.
Yeah, you were just aware of it.
Because you have before where you've done that and you've seen all the different colors on us.
Yeah.
But because you were
So I can
indoors, you
sense-
couldn't see what it was.
I can sense the school of magic it belongs to.
Does it say sense or do you have to see?
Oh crap. See, this is my writing. This isn't.
No. Oh
Looking
my
up right now.
goodness. Paint me red and call me Billy. You're right.
What?
You are
is
right,
that
McGillicuddy.
saying?
I'm wrong. I am wrong. You can just sense the school of magic. So you don't see colors, but you just know.
Snap.
Dang, McGillicuddy. Just
Let's
dunk
go,
on me then.
Craiging it.
I just want to point out that Micah, you knew your feature and I didn't, and then we tried to gaslight you, but you were right.
I still lied about the color thing. I think I'm gonna stick with
no.
that. I'm gonna say that Craig is still
I love Craig so much.
wants to seem more special.
Wait, so what?
Okay, so Craig, you can describe. I'm going to look up the schools of magic and they're correlating. Well, no, you don't need to know the colors, so I'll just tell you. You sensed that it was abjuration, Craig, which is like protective magic, but from there, you can describe as you like what color you want to say that you sensed.
That's so funny. Is it?
I'm gonna say that Craig. So Craig like pulls up his hand and like puts his like middle finger to his temple and he's like, and he's like, yes, the lock. So the lock is magical and the color is green.
DM.
I thought
Yeah.
you just said blue, Craig.
No, the other one was blue. This one's green.
Do you know what school of magic? So wait.
Deception
DM.
check.
No. Wait, sorry.
It is a protective, and like as he's doing this, his hands are like being animated and like magical.
Ro,
and,
make an
like,
insight check. Craig, make a deception check.
Can I
Greta,
make an arcana check to remember
check.
what
Yes,
green
yeah.
is?
And I would have you not make this, Abby, because you're Greta. You are not proficient in Arcana, but you have the spell detect magic. So, like, there's no reason you shouldn't
Not
Bad.
anymore.
got a 10.
be able to. True. You got a 10, Craig?
Got a
I
10.
also got a 10.
Oh,
What does that
my
mean?
goodness!
What does this
Wow,
mean?
Ro, you've really underestimated Craig's ability.
Wait, how does that work if we both rolled the same? I'm just curious, like from a technical standpoint.
I don't remember, and it's
Okay.
funnier if Craig wins. So,
Okay.
because technically, if you meet a DC, or if you meet an AC, you beat it.
Yeah.
However, you guys have both met each other. So I could make you roll again, or I could look it up, but it's way funnier if Craig's right. So, wow, Ro, you really kind of took for granted Craig's ability to sense and perceive things, which is incredible, Ro, Craig, that you just successfully deceived Ro.
I got a 12 on my arcana check. Do I
Okay.
know what green color is?
Yes, necromancy. That's not good.
Craig, you said green?
Do I know what green is too? I'm proficient in
You can make an Arcana check
Okay.
if you want.
I want to. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Whoa.
I mean, yeah.
So
Craig, you said green?
color is green, and I can tell since this
Yee.
is a lock. Since this is a lock, I can
Why
feel.
was
I
it-
can feel that it's protective.
Greta, why-
I feel that this lock, this magic, is just like very protective of what it is. What it
Micah's
is
having so
withholding
much fun
from
with
us.
this.
You
Greta,
know?
Greta, why in the world would a lock be enchanted with like
Necromancy?
I also just want to reiterate that this is never, my descriptions are never like advice on what you guys need to do, just for setting the scene. I want to reiterate
We're
that,
standing in the rain.
like Greta
Yeah.
and Craig, it's not raining hard, but they have slowly become soaked. So they are now soaked through while Ro is constantly drying herself as you guys are having this conversation. It's very funny.
Hey Siri, what's the definition of
Wait,
necromancy?
you can just ask us, Micah.
but that was so much funnier.
Playing D&D for
Holy
2
guacamole.
years.
I love what I love is I feel like Craig would be like trying to look up in his diary what necromancy is. Like he wrote it down. Like it's the equivalent.
so
like he wrote
funny.
it down at one point and he's like
He wouldn't
flipping
have his
through.
diary.
Micah, necromancy is like death magic. It's like
Yeah.
reviving
No,
people
I
from
knew
the...
that
favorite
so
kind of
well.
magic.
Actually,
Oh, my bad.
I'm not
Sorry for
joking.
underestimating.
So the conversation
yeah,
continues.
and the one below, like the color and the magic that was below the lighthouse is blue.
DM, can I roll for blue?
Yeah,
Zach,
same.
what kind of
You've already
magic was
passed.
that?
Both of you guys,
Okay.
abjuration, protective magic.
Okay.
Okay, so the...
Well, that would make sense. I feel like. I mean, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
That's kind of weird,
Wait, Zach,
though.
what is the? Wait, Zach, what is Because I would know the School of Magic, but like, what is the School of Magic of
It
that
was
one?
it was so separated by like basically it was on the fringes of your senses. You just sensed some magic. It was kind of outside of the parameters of the spell, but whatever the sensation is, there's enough of it that you kind of got like the tingle of it. So you didn't get anything specific, but there's just something.
The
down there.
tinglings.
The tingly.
And because it was a lighter blue, it tells me that it was just a little too far away.
All right, fine. Take your
for me
inspiration,
to, like,
Micah.
fully understand.
I don't think that's
So,
how. Never mind. You fooled me.
Hey, just because y'all know magical
I know
stuff
you know magic,
doesn't
Crick.
mean that I wouldn't know my own magical
Yeah.
stuff. I am just like you
I
guys.
I believe you. Unfortunately.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we
I'm gonna
should
start
go
walking.
to the boat.
I start walking.
And they're at this point
I go walking
very wet
in
steps.
at
It's just like
midnight.
across the rock. And as you guys walk in the direction,
Did you say Cheez-Its?
Yeah, that's all I said. Anyway, what were you saying, Zach?
Michael, look, it's D&D. So as you guys, as the trio walks toward the ship, Ro, if I remember correctly, had you cast Lehman's Tiny Hut on the ship?
Yes.
It is not concentration, correct?
I think it is. No, it's not.
Let's look it up.
It's not.
Let's flip some paper. Do you have to remain inside of the hut for it to remain up?
I think so. We have been loose on that before. But
Well, that's true. We have
yeah.
been. You know what? That's true.
I'm not saying it can't change. I'm just letting you know.
No, it doesn't. No, hold on. I do not see. Hold on.
Where is my Lehman's Tiny
An objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move freely through it. All creatures. No, you're good.
Okay.
Gooder than a pud should.
Okay.
So, that was the sound of someone closing a book. Wasn't that satisfying?
That was a surprising sound.
Well, I cast surprising sound. So the dome is.
That's prestidigitation.
The dome is. I'm still going to name an enemy prestidigitation. The dome is up, and it's just opaque and gently purple, and rain is scattering and streaking off of it, and the poor bed is sort of bouncing up and down. It's not by the dock. It's tied off, but it's being moved back and forth by the waves, and it's occasionally just sort of like gently like boom, up against the dock, and it's being pushed back and forth. So you guys can get up onto it. It's just a little uneven. And are you guys like trying to go back down below?
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna find
who's on deck?
Tallow.
At the moment, no one.
Then I go below deck.
Okay, so you guys, you sort of, it's awkward. You have to get like one leg up onto the boat to stabilize and wait till it gets close. They have to hop on really fast, and there's some stumbling from the less gracious of you all. But you get onto the ship. You walk into the tiny hut. Everything is suddenly 65, and like perfect. Or 75. I don't know, whatever the ideal temperature is. And the rain like streaks off of the edges like glass. And you guys open up the portal to the lower deck. And as you guys each one by one go down the ladder, inside the sconces are lit within the lower bed. And in fact, the one to the furthest right is unlit. And Bilfrey is in the process of unscrewing the bottom of the sconce, refilling it with oil. And getting it ready to, inserting a new wick and getting it ready to light again. And you guys go down there, and everyone is there. The Cook of the Mad Prince is sat in the bottom of the deck. Plenty of the bunks are open, but Spagoober is like leaning back against a wall, flipping through one of his books. Tello is... what is Tello doing? You know what? Tello is laying down on his back, and he's got his legs up on the wall, and he's got like a little kind of rock, and he's throwing it up and catching it. And Non, her legs are hanging out of the edge of her hammock, and she's just kind of sitting up out of the edge, like swinging back and forth with the motion of the boat, like a swing set. And she's just sitting there, like whittling a piece of wood that Bilfrey's probably given her, and Bilfrey's like reasserting the bottom of the sconce, and then Ploff is just... she's just doing really slow dips on the back of one of the like low levels of the boat, and she looks jacked.
Nice.
I have a question. Is the rock that Tello is throwing up, up and down, like just tossing, Has that been a rock that has been in Craig's mouth?
What?
What? Wait, what?
What?
Wait a minute. Whoa,
Craig,
whoa, whoa,
what do you
whoa.
think?
Whoa.
Well, the sending stone
Whoa.
has been in Craig's mouth.
It
I
is
wanna
not a
say
stone that
yes.
has No, you... Not the dungeon... No, it's not. It is a
are
rock
not
Tello
the
have
dungeon
found
master.
on the island. And you have not yet put all of the rocks on the island in your mouth.
Micah was like, no, every rock in Yalabrin has been put in Craig's mouth.
He's eyeing that rock, I'll tell you that.
The rock man.
We haven't been narrating it, but everywhere Craig goes, he just picks up every rock.
Gross.
Every so often, as you guys are walking around, Craig just and
then
just throws
Ro-
up like a couple
Then
rocks.
Ro comes up behind him
Why
and
his name is
prestidigitates
Craig?
everything.
Oh my gosh. He's eyeing that
Okay.
rock.
Do you,
So
use your
weird.
inspiration, Micah? Oh my goodness!
No, I already have it.
I know, use it. But because you would have gotten more anyway. You guys are down there,
Anyways.
and everyone just kind of nods and stuff because you go. Oh.
So, there's...
Sorry. Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. I have to conduct myself.
Yeah, this is session 2 energy.
Tell who all went with us
Oh
to
my
the...
goodness! So
No, I'm like...
Tello and Bill
did
Frey and
everyone
Spagoober went with you
know-
guys,
Yeah,
but then
yeah,
when
yeah.
the building is
Okay,
full,
that's
they
right,
went back
that's
to the
right, that's
ship.
right. So... Yeah, so, well, they're pretty much going to bed, and we don't really... I mean, all I guess we're doing is waiting out the storm now. The two dudes seem interesting over there. I don't know what this accent is that
Non's-
I'm doing with Ro today.
Non's
it's like,
disinterested. Ploff just kind of shrugs and goes back to doing dips. Bill Free nods nonchalantly. Tello just kind of listens and looks back to the rock, and Spagoober goes, "Okay. I mean, that one dude could really dance, but
You could.
yeah, it's just I mean, it seemed. I think we're just good.
If we have the time, I'd like to stay till tomorrow so we can go look at the lighthouse.
Actually,
It's probably not a bad
So
idea
what?
if it's going to keep raining.
That's what
actually Spagoober, hold on. I can
That's me.
I can figure that out and Ro casts Druidcraft to see what the forecast is.
Let's go.
Let's go,
for what times-
boy,
Yeah.
dance.
For what?
I am the weatherman. I know time and I know weather.
What
You
for?
can't
What
stop
time
it.
period does that extend? Is it 24 hours or 8 hours?
I think it's 24 hours.
Could you verify
He
that
hopes
for me?
it's 24 hours.
You don't believe me?
Rose
Just
turning
the
into a
50,
whole
Jay.
Apple Watch.
I am the party's Apple
Slowly
Watch.
but surely becoming a widget. Wow, why did I hold the book this way? It also just gives me an excuse to flip through
Druidcraft.
my
You
player's
create a
handbook.
tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. It will manifest
Okay, there
as
you
a
go.
golden globe for clear skies, a cloud for rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on. The effect persists for 1 round. You instantly... Yeah.
What does it look like as you cast Druidcraft?
I go... I don't know. I was going to think of a weather song, but I can't think of a weather song. So...
I
So
can see
just-
clearly now.
Okay, sure. Yeah. It goes...
Or here comes the sun.
Yeah, it's going to be
That's,
one of those.
So as you
And then it's...
as you pluck away on the
purple and
loot.
green.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say purple and green smoke floats around.
The it's cool because if you could see closely enough, it would look like the ethereal lines are coming off of the tiny tenth of a millimeter sized grooves in between the ridges of the chords on the lute, and so they just kind of seep out like smoke coming out of tiny microscopic apertures in a substance, and as it just sort of pours out of the lute, it wraps up your arm and around your hand, and it just sort of condenses and pulls together into some dark clouds, and then they kind of keep pulling together until they make kind of a semi-lit orb.
Okay.
So you, the bard, get the feeling that, or you, the half-triad, get the feeling that it's it's gonna rain, and then it's gonna not rain.
Okay, I relay that. I feel like everyone
And
else
then,
would see it, but maybe not.
All four of the NPCs just shrug and nod and use and go, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Does anyone want to go investigate a lighthouse tomorrow? It'll be really interesting and engaging, and it won't be boring like throwing a rock up in the air.
Until it catches the rock, gives you a side eye and goes, "Are you trying to tell me my rock throwing is boring?
I'm trying to
Do you
tell
have
you that you
any
should
idea how good I am at
definitely go
rock throwing?"
investigate a
And he throws it straight up. Could I? What's Tella's
I'll take
sleight of hand
the
modifier?
Well, he's really cool, so it gets a plus for that.
Is it a +5?
He gets a
Did I say
plus.
+5?
Probably pretty high. It's probably pretty high. 5? I haven't updated y'all's
Probably
rolls in
5.
forever. I need to do that.
Huh? What do you mean?
You can do
That's
it.
a lot.
You can do it, Abuelita. You can do it.
I'm sorry.
Flip through them
You can do it,
papers.
Grandma.
I like it when you call me Abuelita.
I think you'll always find that hilarious.
It's gonna crack me up forever. I want someone to edit a recording of Biggie saying, "I like it when you call me Abuelita."
Like with AI.
I bet you could do it with AI.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna assume it's 5. So Tello like throws it all the way up to the ceiling. It kind of like grazes it, and then he doesn't even look, and he catches it in his left hand. He goes, "Because I'm pretty good at throwing rocks, Craig."
I'm really good at investigating lighthouses. Do you want to come?
Yeah, no, I'm really bored. We can do that.
Are
That
we
sounds good to
doing
me.
it right now?
Okay, sick.
I don't care.
I mean, it's the lake.
I'm going tomorrow.
We could
I'm
go
going
now.
tomorrow.
I'm bored right now. We could just do it
It's
now.
bedtime.
It's not bedtime.
time
it's
is it,
like
Ro?
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Y'all will understand when you're older, but at a certain time, it just is time to go to
Hey.
bed.
Don't pull the age
I don't
card
think
on
you've
this,
ever
okay?
I
pulled the age
will.
card
I
on us,
can't do
Greta.
whatever I want to. I'm
That's
old.
true. She can do whatever she wants to.
She can do whatever she. That's the rules.
Yeah, you
I
just-
checked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to sleep. She says it just
We'll go
like
tomorrow.
the Bop It guy.
So,
Actually. She walks towards her bunk, and then she's like, huh. She has a thought. And then she walks over to Spagoober, and she's like, hey, Spagoober,
hi, Greta.
can I
He
look
sort of
at the
closes his
maps?
book real quick. Sure. And he closes the book and pads over to his spot, opens the trunks at the back, slides his book in. His trunks are his like the big chests in which he holds his items at the back of the ship are very well organized. Everything's like put into perfect squares, and he inserts the book under another, and then he lifts up kind of like as we described previously. Bilfrey has like made little slots in the chest for him where he can put items specifically. So there's this perfectly spaced group. Oh my goodness, that geode is gorgeous, Micah. Sorry, you held something shiny and then I got distracted.
She's a real
It's
life
good DMing,
wag.
Zach.
Squirrel.
And there is this perfect section where like a number of scrolls are inlaid, and he pulls out one of the really large map scrolls and lays it out in front of you. And he goes, "Which one are you looking for, Greta?"
I was just looking. I'm kind of curious on like where this island is in relation to the rest of us.
I don't know. So he pulls out the world map and sort of, and he lays it out in the middle of the ship. And out of idle boredom, half the crew gathers around and looks. So it's just all. What's the total number of your crew, minus Bazz? Because it's 3 or 4 of you guys, and then 3, so 7. 7 minus Bazz. So like everyone but Nom gathers up around. Well, I don't want to speak for Craig and Ro, but. Yeah, I assumed. Okay. Everybody gathers around the map and sort of like stands over it. And Spagoober kind of traces his finger and he goes, well, so we've been sailing for 16 days.
Whoa!
And we've made it this far. Starts like sort of sliding his finger across. And if you guys want to go into the Discord and pull up the world maps.
Hey, I'm on Discord right now.
And listener, if you're listening and you go, well, but I want to know where the maps are, you can go to BaileyDND.com because we have maps there.
Was that the Doctor Who soundtrack?
I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome that it was. That's cool to know. Thank you, Zach.
So
That's awesome that you said yes.
Spagoober starts tracing his finger along and he goes, well, if I had to place it, Ro, would you like to give Spagoober advantage?
Yes, I
as
would. I
he
was
makes his
just
navigation
thinking
check?
that. I was like, can I help
I
with
thought you
this? I was literally like, wait a minute.
So, Spagoober looks over it. He pulls out like a small metal instrument for what is it? It's not a caliper. What do you
A
use?
compass.
No. the thing.
The thing that has the
where you
thing?
place one down.
That's a compass.
No, I know what you're talking about. Where you put the one thing down and then it goes.
Thank you.
I don't know what that is.
He
though.
pulls out the appropriate navigatorial instrument, which if I were a superior DM, I would know. And he just like sort of traces out the distance. And he starts doing some math. And Ro, you like sort of squat down next to him and start discussing out the details. Oh my goodness, why are you right? What's a geometric compass? Okay, so he pulls out a geometric
Map
compass,
compass.
And starts measuring out the distance. Why did I doubt you, Abby? And he starts working things out. And Ro, it's cool. Tell me if you want to flavor it differently, but it's cool because you just get it. Like you sit down and you like you don't even say like, "Hey, Spagoober, let me help you." Like you guys you've gotten so accustomed to doing navigation together that like you just sit down and go right into like, well, okay, but if we've gone here and here, and you guys start kind of working out the details. And after a couple of minutes of muttering, Spagoober's going to make his check.
Sick.
And you gave him help so he gets advantage. Oh, that's important. Okay, so he got...
I also play... hold on, before you say it. I also play a little diddle-diddle and give him bardic inspiration.
Oh, dang. What's that, a D8 for you now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, so Spagoober got a 26.
Yeah, he
Whoa.
did. Let's go, Spagoobs.
And he like works everything out, then he reworks the math, and he's just muttering to himself. He's going, well, no, okay, but then it's like that. Okay, well, all right, good point, Spagoober. Okay, all right, And as he's doing the math, his shoulders are doing a little dance, and he's shimmying, and his little tiny like blonde afro is kind of quivering gently. He goes, all right, and he points, and he goes, okay, if I had to do my math, I'm willing to bet, and he kind of sticks his finger, right? If we had our like table, he sticks his finger sort of like half a centimeter up from Zrazgi and like a half a centimeter to the right. So further than halfway from straight between Zedge and Biesta. And he goes, I'm willing to bet we're somewhere in the general vicinity of here, given our speed and the impediments by weather and stuff like that.
But there's no islands on the map there.
Well, no, but frequently when it comes to world navigation, really, they only put the largest stuff there. So even the itty-bitty tiny island on the world map is typically present for one of two reasons. Either A, it's actually quite large, or B, it's just of a lot of important significance. So over here, he points next to Yazlan, and he says, Alabon is so small it shouldn't even really be on the map, but it's very important for shipping, so they include it. Stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're just kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. DM,
Player?
can I say that Greta is gonna do like a rough copy of...
The world map?
No, just like a little square where we are.
Okay.
Like,
Given your sketching ability, that's not hard.
yeah, we'll say that she includes like... What's that thing? Is that Bosch?
Oh, Bosch.
Bosch. She includes Bosch and Zedge and Zrazgi.
Okay.
And just that, like...
Okay, yeah. So
Like
and you
this.
kind of make a little... Yeah, and you make a
Yeah.
point of where you would suspect the island to generally be.
Yeah. Yeah. So I, like, copy where Spagoober pointed and...
And Spagoober, as you do it, he mentions, and he says, I feel pretty confident about the region, but I just want to reiterate that it's really hard to say exactly where, because this is really big open ocean.
No, I totally get it. I was just making a note.
No,
you know?
it's really smart. This is very smart of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd find it again in the future. I mean, given the tides and the currents, maybe, but also bless you, Craig. But I don't know, maybe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
All right.
Thanks, Spagoober.
Uh-huh. Then he starts rolling up the map. Anybody else doing anything?
I crawl in the bed and I go to bed.
Okay. You, finagle your way up the uneven, crooked ladder. And it reminds you a little bit of Bazz on the way up because it was so poorly made. And you just flop into your bunk and the hammock can disappear. Nom just keeps whittling. Craig, you do anything, or you going nighty night? Or you could just chill. It's not really bedtime necessarily, unless you get a senior discount at places.
I think Craig is gonna sit in his bed. He's gonna write a poem.
Okay.
He's gonna work on a poem for Bazz.
Oh, 1 point of awe.
I have nothing made yet, but I was thinking of ideas.
Okay. So you pull out your journal and you start scribbling. Craig, how often have you been journaling?
Probably like once every 4 days to a week.
Previously, when we talked about how much of your journal you had used, how much did we say?
I have it.
Yeah, you do. Because you're an excellent player.
Back 49 pages.
We're going to say you've gotten to about 68-ish. So.
49 pages?
Uh-huh. And you've done more journaling and sketches and stuff like that. So we're going to say you've gotten to about 68 pages used of the 100-page journal.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you start workshopping on a page. And Craig, you get the feeling, shoot, this could be even better than the cat on the mat. That's a deep cut. So you're just chilling. Grow, what you doing?
I go sit next to Tello.
Okay, you lock down. He like sort of it's kind of slick. He like kicks his legs up off the wall, turns around and twists with his core, and just sort of suddenly sits up. He's significantly taller than you. He sits and he goes, "What's up, short stack?"
Can I see if I can catch the rock as well as you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just don't let Craig have it. I think I caught him putting one in his mouth once.
Oh,
hands you the rock.
he definitely put the sending stone in his mouth. I had to clean it.
That sounds. I think we should like take him to a cleric.
I think it's like a B. Austin thing. I think their connection to rocks is like it includes the sense of taste too. Maybe I don't know.
It's an uncomfortable level, but fair enough. I wouldn't judge his culture. Except the way I'm judging it right now. So here's the rock. And it's like it's very much like the rock of the island. It's harsh and like it's smooth, but it has very hard angles. It's obtuse, a little uneven in the hand. Even a sharp edge, kind of.
Ro closes her eyes and throws it up in the air and then tries to catch it.
Sure. Make a sleight of hand check. I love D&D.
That is 13.
Where do I want to set this DC? I'm gonna say you bonk yourself on the head.
Oh man.
So it's just like a and Ro, there's kind of like a flash of pain. Oh, that didn't feel great. I mean, you don't even take damage, but it doesn't feel good. And Tello sort of.
Okay, never
Good
mind.
try.
Never mind.
He hands it to you again. Do you think you could hit Craig from here?
Where is Craig? In his bunk?
Yeah, and Craig's just like across from you guys.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Tello whispers it to you.
Oh, I definitely think I could. So she does it.
Hands
She
you the rock.
throws, yeah.
Okay, roll to hit. Add your dexterity.
Wait, does Craig see this, and can he grab it before it hits him?
With your extremely low passive perception and your focus on your poem, I'm going to say no.
Dang it.
What do you get? Grow.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Definitely pass. Okay, so Craig, while you're reading, what happens, bro? As you huck this rock at him?
I hook the rock at him, and then I immediately just, like, try to act natural and, like, turn the other way.
So, Craig, you're reading your book, and then a rock, like, hits you, and it kind of hurts. And it definitely comes from right in front of you. And Tello just turns to his left and goes, Ro, what? Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Jeez.
Didn't you tell I'm having my own, my personal
that wasn't me,
tried,
Craig.
I'm sorry.
Craig, it wasn't me either. I don't know what
Tello
hit
gets
you.
up and strides across the room, and he picks up the rock. I'm sorry about that. You know what? Craig, I don't know that she should have this back. You want the rock?
Insight check.
Yeah, okay. Deception check.
Deception.
Oh, shoot.
What a baby. 5 insight.
Did you find Tello's paper by any chance?
Insight or deception? It's a 7.
Oh, shoot. Good luck, Craig. Back to you.
Yeah. Where is it? What the heck?
Okay, so it's
Okay, I found it. Okay, I got it. 15.
okay. I mean, it's Tello. You can trust him with his dirty 20. So he just picks up the rock and he goes,
Tello.
"I'm sorry, Craig. Do you want the rock?"
Yeah, I do, but actually, you can keep it. I probably shouldn't have that.
Micah, use your inspiration. So
Micah, that was so good.
Tello slips it in a pocket. He puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "I'm proud of you, bud. You're doing good. Making progress."
Bro, you know how you can make it up to me? You can listen to what I've written. Tell me if it's good, okay?
Craig says confidently and sweetly with like a growing lump over his left eye.
I cure
Wait,
wounds.
is it above the eye? That's like
No, it's above the-
half closed.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use that as
I
leverage.
cure wounds you
Bro,
before you even
don't
realize
you
it's
know?
happening.
Bro, don't
You cure wounds him?
Yeah.
that-
So you get up, walk across the room, walk over and put your hand on him.
Yeah.
So, Ro, in the middle of you trying to like guilt her, she gets up, walks across the ship, starts playing music
Wait.
and slaps a hand
No,
on
this is what I do.
Yep, yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on, this is what
Uh-huh.
I do. I get up because I can hear all this because it's a small ship and I have 20 passive. So I get up.
Ro, he's talking to you. You don't
No, I
need
know.
to,
Okay.
like, there's no check necessary. You're having a conversation, you stat monkey. You're like, Zach, my passive perception's 20. Yeah, he's talking to you.
So I get up and I'm like, trust me, Craig. And I go up to Craig and I put my hand on Craig and I just strum a little. And I'm like, see, Craig, trust me. While I'm strumming a little, I'm like, see, I'll even provide backup
Are you
music
trying to-
for your.
Are you trying to magic
I'm
your
even
way
gonna
into-
do your
to
backup
making me
music
believe
for
you?
your poem. And she's strumming as she has one hand on him.
That's so helpful.
You're
thank you.
welcome. And it.
Ploff has wrapped a cloth around the back of her head so that she can't hear, and she's just putting her head down, growling to herself as an interaction that I'm sure is very indicative of many sorts of interactions the fun guys have had on the poor bet. And Craig, what do you read?
Okay, this is actually something I've written a while ago. It's called Bazz versus the World. It says, "You grabbed the bark of the tree like you knew it was yours, climbed above its leaves and settled the deal with the world. Oh, there was passion in the fire, in the flames. The sun met your eyes, but you were not afraid. You said, we were only kids when we fell in the dirt, cracked our knees on pavement, voices echoing, this one's gotta learn." And that's the end.
Greta has poked her head out of the bed to watch this.
Teller just kind of nods and goes, "You know, Craig, every once in a while I forget that you have that in you."
Well, it is my brain.
What's pavement?
It does make things sometimes.
What's pavement?
Oh shoot.
Is that like a Boston thing?
Zach, do I not know what pavement is?
I don't know. Have fun, Micah.
Make it up.
Have fun, Micah.
Okay. Well, it's a type of rock that they use on the ground
Alright.
that helps with walking.
Okay.
Basically, it assists and
Does it like move? Is it magical?
where like the grass
said it
isn't there.
assists it.
It's not magical.
It like assists you to walk.
No, assists. Just helps you walk.
If it
and
helps you
there
walk,
not be
is
like
it, like-
bugs and like snakes hiding.
How does that do that more than like regular rock?
Yeah, I feel
'Cause
like
it's
it sounds
pretty easy
magical
to
to
walk
me.
on rock,
It sounds
right?
like something
Like,
that like
you know-
it walks for you, or
It's like another word for like a path. It's a description because paths could be in nature or in the city,
Uh-huh.
but it's more of a description of the paths of the city.
So it's like a
where when
street.
you're walking. Not like a
So
street.
it's a Boston word
but
for street, and you told me it's a particular kind of rock that helps people walk.
It's like
I'm serious, Craig. Have you like do you see any spots anytime or anything? Because if like
I just
I'm always
cured
with you,
him.
man.
He's fine.
hello.
I'm honestly checking, man. But hey, if we ever see a peppermint, you can let me know, okay?
A peppermint.
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 That
Man,
makes
I really want a
that really makes
baguette
me want a
wee-wee.
peppermint.
And then he goes and sits down. Any other events for the fun guys?
Ro goes up deck in her Lehman's tiny hut and plays and
Okay.
just keeps strumming while she watches the rain because she'd rather watch the rain.
Ro, you climb up the ladder, and as you close the porthole, and as you sit there above deck, it is really nice. The ship is just sort of not violently but intensely rocking up and down, and you can see the landscape all around you. You can see the waters getting increasingly dark. They're starting to look more and more gray and black as night creeps its way in, and the dark clouds are getting darker and darker, and the spaces, the strips of lighter hue in between the darker clouds, where they're thinner, are even starting to dampen themselves into like sort of the gentle tones of night, but shadows nonetheless. And the rain is you're starting to have like a little trouble even picking the rain up out in the darkness, except that you can see it running and streaking along the edge of the dome, and a little bit of light is still pouring out from the house up the way, and the lighthouse is dim, not rotating, and you watch Brandrem
Wait, why is it dim?
walk over from the house.
No, you said the lighthouse is dim? The lighthouse isn't
lighthouse is
going
not lit.
anymore?
Yeah.
When did it go out?
You realized that you didn't sit there and think about it for a second. You didn't see anyone turn it out. Someone must have like turned it out when you guys walked to the ship.
Interesting.
And when you get out there, Randrim is actually on the dock, and he's got like kind of a pole behind him strung over his shoulder and some rope, and in an impression of Daniel's character, he sort of nods and goes, "Ro."
Oh.
And he starts like pulling the fishing ship in toward himself with rope a little bit, and he unties it a little bit, and he starts climbing into it.
Where are you going? It's getting light.
He climbs down into the boat, and so that just his shoulders and head are above the edge, and he goes, "I'm going out to fish. There is..." Nope, that's insane. "I'm going out to fish. There is... often the largest schools come in when it is turbulent weather at night. We can get good catch. Goes a long way."
Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah. Go ahead and insight check.
That would be a 16.
Well, hold on, because I rolled a 3.
Oh. Okay.
A simple man gives you a simple answer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going out to fish. Must be something about these waters that the rain kicks up fish, and
How
he just nods and he's...
how
Oh,
long
sorry.
how long do you usually go out there for?
A while. There's also not much to do around here, so.
Wait, what did you say?
He
Sorry,
said
I didn't understand.
a while.
it.
There's not much to do
Oh,
around
a
here.
while. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess enjoy your fishing.
Yeah.
And he just sort of climbs into the boat, sets down some of his implements. He has a lantern with him that he sort of like dims quite a bit and puts to the side. And just as he starts pushing the boat away from the dock, he pulls out 2 oars, begins pushing away. And you can not hear but see at this distance, as the sound of the waves kind of overtakes his voice, that he continues to talk, but not to you, as he just sort of like pushes the boat further out and sails outward. And what do you strum as night kind of sets in?
I think Ro is just practicing some different songs and stuff. Maybe writing a little bit of music, stuff like that.
Hiki.
And yeah, just really maybe working on some new stuff and like writing it down. Maybe going back and looking a little bit at the bumblebee, it's not bumblebee, but at the bee
Flight
melody.
of the Bumblebee.
Yeah, the flight of the bumblebee.
Bee melody.
Not playing it, just like kind of just looking over it and like just really just studying and working on her craft, because she hasn't done it in a hot minute. Like she plays her lute every day, but she hasn't just like practiced in a while. So she does that for quite a while.
I love that you're role playing this. That's sick.
Jackie, I have a question.
Yeah.
When Ro is writing down songs and like writing down things, is she writing it in her mom's songbook?
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay, that's it.
Ro, as you pull out the book and flip through and strum and practice, Gretta, what lulls you to sleep? And I assume you do this for like a couple hours, but correct
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong, Ro. What lulls you to sleep, Gretta, and Craig, what you and the rest of the crew enjoy the sound of for a couple hours is Ro just strumming away and practicing. And it's a sound that you all are very accustomed to and is very welcome because she's very good and it's beautiful. And she plucks and she strums, and even sometimes for 10 or 15 minutes it can be the same tune. And feel free to correct me or interject whenever you want, Jackie. But you get very accustomed to the tune for long durations, and there's some ones you recognize, some ones you don't. Some ones that some people recognize that others don't, because Ro has songs that correlate to spells that she knows and magic and some of her own work, but Ro's also just a very well-experienced bard, and she knows 30, 40 different ballads, shanties in her lexicon of music from across the earth in bloom. So she's just generally well-educated. And it's very pleasant, if muffled sound that sort of washes into the rain. And eventually, Ro, unwittingly, you end up putting a lot of the crew to bed sooner because the sound is so pleasant and people start climbing into their bunks and sleeping. And eventually it gets entirely dark outside, and the light in the house itself also ends up going out. And it's just night and dark. And you, with your keen mind, you feel like it's probably like 9:30, 9:45.
Jackie, do you play Nifty's lullaby?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not a lullaby, but... What?
It's kind of a lullaby. I said, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yay.
Cool.
Cool.
Are the flowers still on the ship?
The flowers are still on the ship.
I
They take up about like a seventh of the deck now.
think I'm gonna do. No, since it's raining, I'll go ahead and go down into my at like 9:30, 10. I'll go down and go to sleep.
So, Ro, at some point, after as everything winds down, you just collect your instrument, pick up your book, and you make your way back down the ladder and down to the lower hold. And most everyone's asleep at this point. You can still hear the sound of Nom cutting wood, but it's from inside of her bunk, inside of her hammock, so she must still be awake. And Bill Free's got his head rested back, and he's just watching all the grooves in the walls and watching the emerald reflect the light of the sconces. And we'll say that Spagoober's awake, and he's just still flipping through his book by the light of one of the sconces, and everyone else is asleep.
Which
Wait,
book is it?
Did I? Go ahead.
It's the one that he said about the farmers. He really likes his romance books.
Man after my own heart. Blah, 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 blah. What was I saying? Oh, when Ro was still up there, did she didn't see the dude come back, did she?
No.
Okay.
He pushed off in the night and disappeared.
Okay. I was just curious. She just looks at Spagoober, kind of nods her head, and says, "I'm gonna go to sleep now, Spagoober."
He just smiles and he goes, "Good night."
Good night.
You're so good at your music. I know it's obvious, but I mean, I'm glad that we brought you along for the journey because you're just a sunflower and you're wonderful and you're pleasant. But I'm glad we brought you along because, even if nothing else, and this is not even the best thing about you, but if nothing else, you just make the sailing so pleasant, I can't imagine sailing without the bard again.
Oh, well, thank you, Spagoober. I can't imagine.
Of course.
I can't imagine sailing without our wondrous, brave captain.
Oh, thank you. I mean, if you wouldn't know where you're going, so that wouldn't be any good.
True. Good night, Spagoober.
Good night, bro. Craig, you're raising your hand?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, I
wanna
just.
say that
Yeah, I didn't.
Craig-
I just told you were asleep. You don't have to be sorry.
Craig was like, "Excuse
I don't
me."
think it did. I'm gonna say that Craig does fall asleep while writing. He falls asleep with the pages against his face
Aw.
with like fresh ink, and there's like writing.
Oh no.
Like he wakes up and there's just like pen on his face.
Gotcha. And
I love that.
What?
I love that.
All right.
It's a good detail.
The 21st finends, and it becomes the morning of the next day. Who wakes up first? Okay.
Gretta
She's
can,
got a
because
needle, so she wins.
I feel like Gretta would because she
so-
went to bed so early. That makes sense.
She also has, it's because she's so old, she gets up first. So
no,
we've
she
established in
went
the
to
past that she's
bed.
also a late riser.
Yeah. But I feel like because she
Greba-
went to bed at 7, like that would make sense.
Well, I'm just not going to disagree with the lady with a needle in her hand, but Greba, you wake up.
Is it still raining?
You listen for a moment. No, it's just the way. Yeah.
Oh.
For just a second over the sound of the waves, you can't make out the rain, but then you hear it. It sounds a little bit softer than the day before, but it sounds like it's still raining.
Is anybody else awake?
Spagoober, he's an incredibly early riser, Craig, and the call's already up. Craig, they've skipped the workout today. They're kind of taking a little break, and people are munching on breakfast. And,
Craig never sleeps. He never stops.
okay. Craig, do you go up and work out?
Yeah.
Okay, then the call's definitely joy. Like they're taking a morning off, you start going up, and then they act like they're right behind you. So actually, Greta, you wake up to a sound of like,
Ooh.
and Craig and the Acals are clearly wrestling up on the deck above you.
Oh.
And Tello's starting to stir. Nom is famously the last one awake every day.
I'm gonna grab like a breakfast sandwich and.
Okay.
and
You really mix it up, and you have the thing you eat every day. And you grab your hardtack and dried fish, and suddenly it feels like, not that you have to go back to the house, but you're just like, man, anything. You feel a strong anticipation of Zedge, where eating anything else would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because when you get there, it will have been a month of the same thing all the time.
I'm gonna grab my hardtack sandwich and I'm gonna grab 2
Okay.
and I'm gonna go and like. Is Tello on the floor?
Yes, and I know this is a really tiny minutia to zero in on, but you like uncork the sort of like pressured caps of the lids of the barrels, and you pull out the hardtack, and there's this designated knife, and Bilfrey is so bored that he's made like a little leather. He's starting to get a little bit better with leather, and he's made like a little leather sheath that's like nailed into the side of the barrel. So you take out the bread knife and cut out the hardtack, and he's specified, or Ploff has specified angrily before that like you have to do it over the barrel so that the crumbs will get back in there, because she hates when they're on the floor.
Yeah.
And so you like ziffa through each bread part, and you get out the cuts of fish, and you put them in there, and you like reseal everything, and you have both of your sandwiches. And Tello is Tello shares his bunk with Craig, so they kind of alternate. But since Bazz has been gone, he's just been sleeping in Bozz's bunk. So you go over to Bozz's bunk.
So he's like in a hammock.
Yeah, he's in a hammock, and I say bunk, they're all hammocks.
How
and his
har-
legs are hanging out of the side of the hammock.
Is it?
How high is it up off the ground?
They're at a very reasonable height. Anyone could climb into them, except for you. So for you, it's at about head height.
Isn't Ro
There's just
under
Ro is
Bozz's hammock?
underneath.
Yeah, with her
Yeah.
plant growth bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach up and so I have to put my hands above my head.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna reach up and hand him both sandwiches, and then like climb into the hammock and like he's sitting upright.
Well, so as you like reach up your arms, his head like kind of peeks up, and he's blinking hard, and he goes, "Good morning, Greta." He sort of sits up to one side, and he takes one of the sandwiches.
So he's sitting up.
Yeah, now he's sitting up.
Okay, so I'm gonna like lay.
So you start to climb in, and he just picks you up by an
Okay.
arm, and you.
So I'm gonna like lay my head down and like put my legs on his legs.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
we're-
Like when you're sitting somewhere and you put. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You cross your. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You perpendicularly cross your legs
Yes,
over to his,
yeah.
and it like. Where he's fully sitting up in the hammock, you're like your head is barely up by like kind of halfway up his waist because you're so short.
Yeah.
Legs cross over his, and he goes, "Morning."
In my name.
Was that Insidian, or were you mocking his accent? Okay.
No, that was an Insidian.
It's getting better, by the way.
I have to copy his accent to do a French accent.
And so he kind of like cocks an eye, and then he responds to you in Insidian. And in Insidian, he says, "How are we doing today?"
It's the same day as it's always been. Wanted to stop raining so I can go look at the lighthouse.
That was pretty good. He's telling you all this in Sicilian. He goes, but the lighthouse is on droit at the end. You said toilet house, but it's close. It is close.
She chuckles at that.
Okay. And Ro, you wake up to the sound of Gretta and Tello having a conversation in Sinian above you. Yes, Craig.
I
Craig's still working out.
You can be done if you want.
take my loot, like the neck of it, and I jab it into the.
Ro, you feel, or Greta, you feel a poke on your butt from the loot below.
I say can I make an Unsunian accent in common?
Yeah, you're starting to learn it. You're starting to pick it up.
Okay, so I'm gonna say to Ro in an
Unsinian. It's a hard word.
Unsinian accent. I'm gonna be like, "Good morning, Ro."
So Ro tries to do Telos accent. He goes, "Good morning, baguette, Greta."
It's about this time that there's a... and Craig, you can be coming down deck.
Okay, he's gonna like walk straight up to Rose.
Also, for the record, the Lehman's tiny hut definitely went asleep while Ro
Yeah.
was down. So Craig is soaking wet and also a little sweaty. And a little bit of dim gray daylight kind of floods in. And it's not raining hard enough that like once he opens the portal, like rain's subtly getting to the lower deck. Just like kind of droplets are falling through. And Craig like boom, boom, boom down the ladder. And Bilfrey and Ploff behind him. And they're all like all the veins are popping out on their forearms. And they're like panting. And their hair's all plastered. Craig, you're panting pretty hard. You're tired.
Is it safe to say that I can smell them?
Without question.
Ro turns over and looks at all three of them and goes, "May I?" And she's still kind of sleepy.
Bilfrey just...
Yeah.
Ro whistles.
Okay. You guys are cleaned and dried. So Craig, you walk up to Ro.
So I walk up to Ro, and my eyes are kind of like big, and I'm like,
Use your inspiration, Micah.
Micah.
Craig, Craig, why are you so awake?
Ro,
Whoa.
Ro. Oh, do you like exercise?
Do I like exercises?
Yeah.
I mean,
I love Craig.
I don't know. I'd say I've gotten a little bit tougher, but
Do you want?
what-
Do you want? Do you want?
do I want
exercise?
exercise? What
Oh,
kind?
no.
What kind of exercise, Craig?
Oh,
Because
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
very strong. We know this. There's no denying it.
So, when it comes to exercise, it really helps to have workout
Yeah.
buddies. We are so consistent.
I mean, I'm good
Like
with.
I'm digging this
Don't
role
have
play.
it.
I mean, I can do like maybe stamina
Can
training
show
or
you,
something.
Renee.
What?
Can show you how to be
You
strong.
can show
Ro.
me? I don't know. Do you see these muscles? And she does this, and it's a toothpick. She like does like the.
Yeah, Ro just holds up
she
a
shows up her-
completely smooth arm.
Yeah.
Literally zero definition.
That.
Yeah,
Oh.
Craig.
Will you commit exercising with us in the morning? Gaining
You know what?
strength to match the strength that is within you.
You know what, Craig? I think I've woken up to you guys exercising a lot because you guys are not subtle with
Yeah.
your loudness.
That's the
Yeah.
sound of success.
You know what? Tomorrow morning, I pledge I will work out with you all. I
Ro,
will
they
do
get
it.
up pretty early. They get up pretty early, Ro.
What
You'll have
time-
to go to bed
what
at like
time-
5 or 6.
What time you guys get up? What time is it now?
And I wish we had a DM.
I know.
To
I
tell me
wish
when
I
do
had
things.
the DM to tell me what time it is right now.
I wish I had a DM.
an overlord that oversaw all the times of everything that happened in this world.
Man, I wish I had a DM
Yeah.
to tell me. Man, I wish I had a DM to tell me when I got up in the morning.
And I wish I had a DM
What
to
time
tell
is
me
it,
what
DM?
time it is right now.
DM, what time is it?
Right now it's 7:45. It's a lazier morning for you guys.
When do we normally wake up to work out?
You guys get up at about so today on this later morning, you guys got up at about 6, but typically you guys get up at 5.
5:15.
They did an
5:30.
hour and 45-minute workout.
Yeah,
That's
they
bonkers.
work.
Oh,
Yeah.
the only
What?
to truly gain strength is dedication, consistency, and hard work. And the two first things sound so similar, but they're so different. So we get up.
Micah, what would this campaign
five.
be without you?
Get up at
Yeah.
5. I can show you how to begin and how to
Okay.
start your exercise
Yeah, you
journey.
know what? I mean, obviously you'll probably have to modify it a little bit because I can't lift nothing. I can't lift anything.
Grass and twigs
But
can work. We
but
can start there.
I'll. You know what? Tomorrow morning, I vow to work out with you. I'll do it.
He reaches out his hand like really like fast, and he's like ready to shake your hand, and like there's like a certain of like there's like a little bit of a shaky and exasperated look to him.
Does Ro normally wake up early?
Yeah, she does, but she went to bed later than everyone last night, so I feel like she's not as. She wakes up a lot of times before people, but she's not a morning person. Like, she wakes up, but
Okay.
she's like, no one talks to her for a couple hours, so this is weird.
Okay. So I'm gonna say in Unsinian to tell, I'm gonna say
I love this.
how much do you want to bet that she does not work out tomorrow?
Well, I would take that bet, but I also bet that she doesn't work out. I'll tell you what, I'll
Okay.
make it for the sake of interesting. Let's go 3 silver. She lasts
I
a
don't
week.
have 3 silver.
What do you have?
Like a copper, man.
Let's go a copper that she doesn't last a week. But if you win, I give you 3 silver.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Tiny high five.
Tiny high five.
And you
Ro-
can hear them talking and singing.
By the way, Ro didn't shake his hand. She like high-fived it and rolled
No,
over.
wait. What is the Princess and the Frog? That one thing. Would you shake a poor man's hand? Or like what is
What?
it?
I love
I
that movie,
haven't
but I
seen
don't know the
Princess and
reference.
the Frog.
Ah,
Sorry.
Whatever.
Thumbs down.
Ro,
Thumb, big,
as
big,
you
big,
go
big,
to-
big, big, big,
As you
big
go to
thumbs down.
high five Craig, you go to like high five it, and your hand completely stops at his, and your whole arm shakes, and your joints hurt a little bit, and Craig's hand doesn't move. His massive, dense hand doesn't move at all because you are so weak, and he is so strong. And your shoulder kind of hurts, and then you roll back over.
gonna
Jackie,
be
as
fun.
a note,
Yeah.
this has not happened yet. So if you want to have these moments and roleplay these things, we can. But does Ro make a consistent habit of doing exercise with Craig and the Accals? Like, if we don't talk about it going forward, can I assume that she's doing it?
Oh, yeah. At least within like the next week, yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna try to get up and do stuff. Like, she's not gonna. Ro is a very stubborn, I'm gonna prove myself to people, so it's not like
Oh.
she's not gonna get up.
For sure.
She's not gonna be like, no, I'm not waking up. Like, she's gonna do it. Like, she's gonna get up and go up there. It's just, I don't know how well she's gonna do.
Okay. Well, if we want to roleplay this more going forward, we totally can. I'm just making a note of that for myself.
I think that'd be fun.
Just a little DM note.
Okay.
I think that'd be really fun
'Cause
to
that
role
could-
play the first time.
I think we should, because that could affect things going forward in the future. So okay. Yeah.
How?
All right,
Ro
so,
dies. She's
Yeah, just
so
go ahead and
weak
make a new
she
character.
dies.
Ro does a push-up and explodes. Yeah, so everyone slowly gathers themselves and rouses for their morning, and eventually everybody's up, and everybody has their hardtack sandwiches, and,
Oh
same
man,
old, same old.
I don't have any jam.
At some point, Billfree just kind of like, yeah, you know what, actually make that comment, and Billfree chimes in and he goes, yeah, obviously I miss Bazz, because, Bazz, but man, I miss those berries.
Man, I miss
I had jam and I gave it to that old man because I was feeling generous.
Oh, that
for
was
some
sweet of you,
reason.
Ro. Good job. No, we're proud that you're a generous person. Good for you, Ro.
It's growth. Definitely growth. Normally I would have
It's
kept that
growing
jam
on you,
for my-
isn't it?
What's growing on me? The
You
plants?
have a little generous growth.
Don't say that. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell any of my enemies.
Got a little generous lump
No,
on your
no.
heart.
No, just no spagoober.
Spagoober secretly actually wrote The Grinch, believe it or not.
Spookuber has an idea about a book.
Is Ro the Grinch? She's green. She's kind of
Yes.
grinchy.
Whoa.
Yeah, without question.
Let's be honest. She's kind
So
of
what's
grinchy.
what's Uri Burby doing?
All right. Well, you guys want to go explore that? I think the rain's supposed to clear up
I like
sometime.
how-
So you guys want to go explore? Do little
Yes.
Sing, Micah.
investigation checks.
Have you never heard that song? My lighthouse.
No, it's not that I hadn't heard it. I just heard.
He didn't hear what you were doing.
Tello just sort of sits up and goes, "I'm down to do something."
Ro, is your mouth not tired? Like, you're
Whoa, Greta.
like, you whistled. You were
What?
whistling. Ro, you were whistling constantly when we were out in the rain. Is that gonna happen again?
Probably not, because we're going to try to be a little more, I don't know, under the radar, right?
I think we should just go up to those old guys and ask them if they'll let us in the lighthouse.
Well, I don't think it's as raining as
No,
bad as
no,
it's...
I changed my mind. We should just go. We should just do it.
Wait, but the older man, one of...
Tello's climbing up the ladder.
Hold on, my dice fell. 1 second, bros.
Your dice
Can't
hath
hear you.
felleth. Micah, quick thoughts. Go.
So I was thinking about pie, and I was thinking about how I can't ever get chocolate pie that's dairy-free to be good. It's either like way too liquidy, or it's like way
Okay.
too clumpy.
What are y'all
Thank you.
talking about?
It's really gross, and I gotta figure out
Go,
how
What
to
are
Jackie.
you
cook
talking
it.
about?
Go, Jackie.
Wait, what was being said?
Go,
Was that-
Jackie. Go.
Pie.
Oh, I
Go,
didn't know if
Jackie.
it was Craig or not.
Go,
Okay.
Jackie. Go, Jackie. Go. Go.
It's your birthday.
Go, Jackie.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's
Well, when I was up top last night, the old man, the well, I don't really like that this nice stuff is wearing off on me. I almost called him a Kefk and then I stopped myself.
Your little love is going low.
Spagoober?
You're getting nice.
The tattooed old man, he went fishing last night, so I don't know if he's back yet or if he's out or...
I'm gonna go check if his boat is there, and I climb up and I go
That's
check if his boat is
a
there.
very
Tello's
smart
been
decision.
standing up there for a moment.
Yeah,
When you
I
get
go
above
up
Greta,
too.
Okay. Suddenly everyone's above deck. When you get up there, it is still raining, but it's clearly passing on. There's rain falling around the
Just
aisle.
like I
but-
said it would do, says Ro.
Oh my goodness! So the clouds are starting to pull apart, and there's great towers of them now, and they have that. They're taking that quality where they're sort of like
Anvil?
pulling apart. And what?
Do they look like an anvil?
No.
Like, I thought you said evil.
I
I thought that was gonna be really funny. I thought
EVILBOIS.
I thought is that from
Phineas and Ferb.
yeah.
So the clouds, they're like there's holes beginning to form between large sections of them, and like different clouds of different densities are resting over one another, so that there's like darker ones and then lighter ones above that. So there's whites contrasting dark grays, and there's great pillars of towers where like there's a flat base, and then they turn into these great fluffy like kind of broccoli gas structures going upward,
Yeah.
and they're kind of sailing slowly through, and there's just patches of rain. And as the storm is starting to fall apart, you can see in the distance where like as the edges of the storm are breaking away, you can like see rain in the distance falling at an angle in dark sheets. It's all still around you guys, but far off you can see that. And above you, like sort of patchwork holes of blue from the sky above are starting to shine through. So it's still mostly overcast, but it's starting to fall apart, and the rain is the day is progressively warming, and you guys are into the low 70s. And you imagine that this would probably actually be a fairly warm locale if it wasn't in the middle of the ocean, so there's a constant breeze. And the rain is, sort of falling on you. It's a wildly pleasant temperature at this point. It feels so idyllic. And there's a very soft, briny breeze moving by. And as patches of sunlight are starting to make their way through the aisle. And there's even some, like, god rays in the distance. So as the gold like sort of bleeds through, some of them are like moving over the aisle in sections. So like the rain that falls through those rays looks like kind of like gemstones falling down. And then there's just the island has become 10,000 reflective surfaces glinting light at different angles as all the uniformly ununiform rocks are glinting light in different directions from their slick surfaces. And you can see now what you couldn't see yesterday, just around the kind of base of the lighthouse and the home. There's a very, very, very small smattering of plants here. They're very small, they're very short, very stubby. But
kind
just
of
around the
plants?
center, there's a little bit of green. And as you look around, Greba, no boat.
What kind of plants?
Dang.
You could go look at them more closely. But you're at a distance. There's just some green, very
Guys,
short to the ground.
I know I was trying to be all cool and asking permission earlier, but I think that we should just go and enter the lighthouse without asking.
Yeah.
Say that again, Craig?
That sounds exciting.
Okay. I think
Also,
so too. That's
Micah,
what I'm thinking.
sometimes if the mic is closer to your mouth, the sound will go into it more.
Oh, yeah. That sounds exciting.
Okay. So what's the party doing?
I walked towards the lighthouse,
Okay.
and I stopped to
Too.
look at the
I'm in
plants.
front and I make sure of it.
You what, Craig?
I'm in front and I make sure of it.
Okay.
If like Greta tries to go in front of me, like I speed up a
Hello,
little bit.
Jogs up next to you.
I start running. No, I don't. I don't.
Tello, do you think that we should ask?
Man, I don't care. And he's already pulling out his like pins and levers, his pickpocket tools. And
Okay.
Craig, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Craig's shoes, like he's so dense that he's so dense as he's walking through. Because isn't it kind of muddy?
No, it's all rock.
Isn't it
There's
pretty?
very little soil on the island.
Right.
There must be soil somewhere because you can see plants growing in tiny little crags between the stones, but it must be very small amounts of particulate matter that have gathered from like maybe sailors who have come by, and it's like you can't really see it between all the rock. It's just slick hard rock. The only sections with any really good like climbing, easily walkable friction are all the centers where rock is broken into smaller pieces and crunches underneath your boots.
I was gonna say that his feet were making suction sounds in the mud.
They still can be.
With
It's
rock.
more quiet, but very small interstitial spaces between the many like kind of broken pebbles over which you're walking there's still some amount of suction. And the leather seams at the edge of your boot are sort of like squishing water out and then absorbing them back. So there's like a slight like and the through your boots as you walk.
And he's like got kind of walking to a beat in his head, so the squishes and like sounds are like to a beat.
Stay alive. Stay
Ro, as you listen, yes, Craig's walking is very slightly offbeat. It is infuriating. And you guys continue up the path, and you know, it takes 45 seconds, and you guys are at the lighthouse. And as you get closer, Ro, first of all, you look down, and the plants growing out of the small spaces between the rocks, they're really cool. They're smooth, and all of they're very, very small. The tallest of them is maybe about 1.5 inches high. They're growing in little patches, and for a second you mistake them for moss, but as you get closer, they look kind of succulent almost, but not like thick, very thin, and they have these dark red little stems, like almost kind of burgundy, but that are covered in these tiny little green, like sort of spaded leaves. But the leaves are slightly kind of like soft and squishy, and they're like kind of smooth and waxy at their surface. And as you like squint your eyes really closely, you can see tiny, like they're covered in flowers, but the flowers are little dots of white all over them, and they're everywhere. And one or two of them have a couple yellow flowers.
Have I ever seen this plant? Have I
Make
ever
a nature check.
seen this plant
It's a
before?
fairly high DC, but make a nature check.
Wow.
I love this campaign.
Well, that would be 28.
Oh
Whoa.
my
Let's go, Jackie.
goodness! Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding, because I have a plus 12 in nature and I rolled a 16.
Wow.
That's incredible.
We'll have a
28.
Plus
12 in
12?
nature.
And religion.
That's 3 off. Like just casually,
Oh my
you almost
God.
rolled. You're 3 away from the highest roll again. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Make a concurrent history check. Also, whenever I give you guys details about world and plants, it would mean the world to me if you wrote them down, because I don't remember what I said. So just whoever wants to take a note, then you can go back and be like, hey, what about this thing? And I can be like, oh, yeah, that thing, because I don't remember.
That's an 18.
Okay, sick. This is called Saint Alfaria's. So that's Saint and then Alfaria apostrophe S. So Ro, you know from... You know what? This would have been a story that Yenny would have told you. And this is... So, 28. Oh, okay. This is going to get really interesting. So, Saint Alfaria's is native to... as you have heard it, it's from Kefk. And it's a very small plant that grows... It's a little flowering plant that sort of... It's very common at, like, sea coast areas. At coastal coasts is what they call them, and in very rocky environments. So in good soils, it has trouble growing because it gets outcompeted by about anything. And I'm putting this in, like, your terms wouldn't be quite so scientific, but you would have a layman's understanding of them. Its specific niche is that, like, it can kind of live where very few other plants can't, and so it's very often found, like, in rocky, craggulous areas, but the moment that, like, there's any soil and another plant can exist there, it always gets outcompeted because it grows crazy slow. So this patch, these two, like, 5 to 6 foot patches that are less than an inch high, and at its highest it gets to about 3 inches, are probably at least a decade old. It grows very slowly.
Whoa.
But it's just stupid hard to kill by environmental effects. So harsh cold, harsh heat, it can endure. It also has a very high salinity tolerance. Which is obviously not language Ro would have. Yeah. But like salt water can straight up cover it for about an hour or two each day, and it's okay.
Wow.
So like tides can come in and go out, and it can sometimes still be all right. But it is called Saint Alfaria's because there was a priestess from the Church of Eldath. You're not exactly sure what century, but and her name was she was a cleric, Saint Alfaria, and she was known for basically she was from the wilds of sort of an unspecified land. Some people say Hishas, some people say forests out in Zedge, some people say somewhere in Unsen. You've heard varying information, but she was essentially a druid who joined the Church of Eldath, and she had the natural magics of, and you might not. Basically, you would have learned that she was a magical caster, and it is your time with Bazz that has taught you that these are druidic magics. But you've just heard that she was someone blessed with natural magics, that Yalbrin herself had imbued her with the magics of nature, and that she later found the Church of Eldath and became her acolyte, and that she went around the world creating, sort of like learning salubrious plants, and then providing them to, like, isolated populations of people who needed healing and stuff. And specifically, this plant, for which she was most famously named Saint Alfaria's, is named because it's a very good disinfectant. If you, like, pull up small amounts of its stalk, it's very potent. If you pull up small amounts of its stalk and grind it up, because it... Okay, so I'm going to get into the science a little bit here, just because it's cool and I've thought about it. But Ro, you don't necessarily know this.
Yeah.
So basically, because its salinity concentration is so high, the waxy, like, substance of its layers can filter that out. But when it absorbs the saline waters that wash over it quite a bit by ocean spray or waves or mist from the ocean or fog, it can absorb that water and it can separate the salts apart. But it can absorb them into these really long acid chains that it stores inside of its body. And when you grind, and it uses these as, okay, I'm very excited to talk about this. It uses these in electron chains in its photosynthesis. And so the salts are used to increase the electroconductivity of the plant itself You guys don't have to record this part if you don't want to. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you.
It's very cool. though.
And that basically, it increases the energetic potential of the plant, which helps it survive these really harsh environments. And it can also use these salts for when it gets inundated. It can bind water, like excess water that gets absorbed into the pores of the plants, to the salts, and then it can like release them through like sort of like spiraginous surfaces.
Is that how a lot of succulents work?
No, I'm making a lot of this up.
Okay.
This is a little bit in the science fiction realm, but not. It's much more on the sci and much less on the fi. And I don't know. Actually, I guess I know a couple plants that can kind of do stuff similar. But anyway, it's very realistic fiction.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's actually possible. And so, what's so helpful about this plant? No one really knows this. Is that when you grind it up, and you don't need much. It's very potent disinfectant. When you grind it up, the paste is very saline and also very acidic. So it like kind of burns a little bit when applied to a wound, but it stimulates tissue to kind of scar over. So it's good for closing wounds just a little bit. And then the high saline content like kind of absorbs fluid near a surface. So it like basically dehydrates like infections and fungus and then on top of that, it has other like chemical components and molecules that also help like fight infection and sort of stimulate immune responses. So it's just a really helpful disinfectant.
So
and,
would Ro know
she
that
went
it's like a disinfectant type thing?
yes.
Okay.
And importantly, St. Alpharius unintentionally has been introduced at ports all around the world. And it could be a really harmful invasive, except it can really only grow in those small cragulous areas. So it's an introduced species that has not become a problematic invasive. And she went around the world helping people, providing them plants, but she also just went around the world educating sailors, like, hey, like every ship she sailed on, and she had the information disseminated that whenever you're at a port and you see this plant growing on the rocks nearby, you can pluck it, grind it, save it as a paste, and then when someone on the ship has like a really harmful infection, they can eat the very bitter paste, or if they have a wound, you can apply it to the wound and it'll help.
So
it'll help fight the infection.
It saves?
Yeah, apparently when you grind it up, it dries and it lasts for a very long time.
So would we say that Craig is Craigulous?
I don't want to get into that.
I don't. Whoa.
Wait, another like a serious
Yeah.
question. Zach, is this like a real thing that's in real life, or is this just something that's
No, I've
made
made this
up
up.
in the? Okay, is it like inspired by something in real life?
There are adjacents, but this is mostly just me goofing around.
It's so cool. Why can't we have this in real life? That'd be so great. It reminds me of kind of like how aloe vera.
Yeah, it's not far off.
I
Or
like
like
it.
St. John's wort or something like it.
Witch
Relates a little bit,
hazel.
I guess. So, Ro, you look down. Oh, cool. There's that thing.
Ro, how much is there?
First of all, thank you guys so much for tolerating me
Dude, no,
rambling
that's
about
not
things.
So
tolerating.
cool.
That was awesome.
That's not
Yeah. I wish I
tolerated.
could have that all the
just
time.
DM moment to appreciate this
Take
party, because
advantage.
plenty of parties would be like, yeah, shut up. Where's the combat? So I appreciate
I
you
like
guys.
the mountains. I like the grass. I like the fish. I like the
I think it's
plants.
funny that
It's all good.
our favorite roles to get high
I like
numbers
the
on
architecture.
are these things. It's like, I got a 28.
Yeah, it's like-
yes, I don't care
It's yeah.
if I get a 28 on stabbing. I want to know about the plants.
Yeah, it's like I want to know everything about the political structures and also everything about the plants. Like
So, sorry, what were you saying, Ro?
How much is like, how big a patch?
It's a pretty good amount of it. Pretty good amount of it. And as you start looking around, it's actually there's 4 or 5 patches growing on the island. So you could take a handful of stalks,
Yeah.
and you probably wouldn't hurt it too much.
Ro does that. She does take some.
why
Okay.
did you do that, Ro?
And then Ro proceeds, if she so
Yeah.
desires, to explain everything I said.
Yeah.
Can you explain everything you said to Greta?
Yes, I do.
There's more information in my brain now.
You tell us to Craig.
What?
But like Ro,
I just
Greta.
said it
You're
to
also there.
everyone.
She can't tell it to Greta and not tell it to you.
So Greta sees Ro crouching down to pick up some stuff, and she like walks over and crouches down and looks at the plant as well. She picks it up and like starts to put it in her mouth, but like looks at you like questioningly.
She's like, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she looks at she puts it towards her mouth and then like raises her eyebrows and questions.
DM, would I know if
It's
she
edible.
should? Yeah. Okay, I'll tell her.
It's not poisonous or harmful.
Yeah, it's not like my flowers, Greta. It's I mean, there's no need for you to eat it, but I mean,
I'd
you
put it in my
can.
mouth.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Greta, that taste is awful.
Ooh.
It is. You're sure there are flavors, but you can't taste any of it past the bitterness. It is so repulsively bitter.
I'm gonna like, oh,
I
that's
didn't
actually
say it
pretty
was
good. That is actually pretty good. That's
Sure,
pretty good.
sure, Greta, sure.
Ro, do you collect an amount of it?
Yeah, I do, and I put it in my bag.
How much do you take?
I'd say like 3 row handfuls.
Oh, okay. Roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 11.
Man, this cat is so cute. Listener, what you can't see is Maya's just walking around the table right now. She's so adorable. 11. You can put 11 sprigs in your inventory, and you would know that each 3 sprigs is essentially an application.
Okay.
So you grind up 3, and you can use it on like a sizable wound,
Cool.
or for like to help fight one infection.
Yeah.
And if you want to make a note for yourself, it can just generally aid and stave off infections. But if there is a check, like an immunity check or something, relating to those new homebrew checks we have, there's an immunity check relating for which this plant is appropriate. It will give someone who's had it applied to them a +1 on the check.
Wait, what do you mean?
So, like, if someone needs to make an immunity, you remember the
Oh,
one of
if
the
they
homebrew
need
skills
to
immunity?
make an immunity check. Okay.
If somebody needs to make an immunity check and you provide them ground up St. Alfarias, and they ingest it or it's applied to a wound, it will give them a +1 on that check.
Okay, I understand.
So does that have to be consumed like before the check?
No. Ro, you collect your sprigs. You all are also standing right next to, so you're standing right next to the home, because the home and lighthouse are directly next to each other. You can hear sounds of Alec stirring inside, but they're very soft and subtle. He must be doing some basic morning routines. And the lighthouse is nearby,
Oh my
and
God.
the oak door is glistening with the water that's still like sort of gently, like sort of across it. And I just realized that I didn't have to make that sound effect because we're listening to it literally through the pod track. But anyway, and the large iron lock is sitting there over the door.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. Somebody gonna look out for the men and while Tello
DM
picks it.
I'm gonna walk around the building,
Okay.
the lighthouse.
All right.
I'm gonna do a little lappy lap. Just lap.
Okay, so you
Just
make a
lap
lap.
it. Yeah.
While you're doing that, Teller turns toward you, Ro, and he goes, "It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a look out. You're pretty observant. Do you want to
Yeah.
stand guard?"
Yeah, that works.
Okay, Ro, give me a perception check. Craig, are you doing anything as they do all this?
I would like to look at. We're like. I would like to look at the lock.
Okay, make an investigation check for me. And Teller starts pulling out his tools and preparing. Warms up his fingers. So,
Hey, guess what? We're gonna use that inspiration now.
okay.
Cause I got a nat 1.
So what was your perception check, Ro?
Okay, it is
A 3.
21.
21. All right.
Is that from SpongeBob?
Oh my goodness. Craig, what'd you get on your investigation?
Got a 2
A 2?
With advantage?
after rolling a 1.
Oh, buddy.
Actually, it was a 0. So, I didn't have a 1. I had a 0.
And then you got a 2.
Wait, how'd you get a
And then I had
0?
2. A minus
Oh,
1.
okay.
You know what's wild, Craig? That's not even the first time that's happened to you. Greba, you... So we'll come back
Actually
to both of
pronounced
your rolls.
Graba.
You start crunching your way around the stone, around the lighthouse, and as you walk toward one edge of the island, you can see that on this edge of the island, the cliffs get a little steeper, which is to say that they rise to 7 or 8 feet. It's not much, and the waves are just splashing up against one edge. And as you crunch your way around, you see what you didn't see from the other side is that on the other side of the house, it's the exact same everything you saw, but there is a door on one side of the house, which you had. It's not that you hadn't noticed it, but it was just a door on the back, and you can see behind it there's a small retaining wall, like a 2-foot tall stone wall that runs the edge of a very small garden.
I wish I could
Actually,
give
not
him,
very small. It's pretty sizable.
wish I could give him like a chicken.
It's 3 by 8 feet on each side, and it is verdant. I mean, it is filled with plants, and there are like wooden supports that like vines are growing up of, and you count like at a quick glance like 30, 40 different kinds of like fruiting plants and vegetables. Like it's hardy, and some of them are flowering. Like it's bizarrely thriving for a garden on an island like this. And you remember Alec briefly mentioning that he had a druidic friend in some very olden days of his adventuring, and that that friend had planted this garden for him. And so it's just flourishing and lovely. And you notice there's also a very small like storage silo, like very small, next to the house, that there must be like stored fruits in and stuff. But as you walk away all the way around, the lighthouse is just stone all the way around. You don't see anything. You can make an investigation check for something else specifically if you'd like to, but you just see the lighthouse.
My necklace glowing?
What is the range on that?
I don't know.
I think it's 30 feet. So
That's what I was
I'm
thinking
just going
too.
to preempt. I'm pretty sure.
What's it called?
Sorry?
No, it's on my sheet.
Oh my goodness, the kitty butt. Buglonk. She's so fuzzy. It's not. It's just not a bad deal to pet a cat while you play.
Is this a 5e thing?
No, it's definitely mine. We'll say it's 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely lighting up. But please do check that going forward, and we'll find the details because we do need you to have that.
Yeah.
But and if you're looking for it, I'm sure we can identify which episodes the description's in. Yeah, it's lighting up for sure.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. And each time you hold it toward the lighthouse, it gets brighter.
That's infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, for a minute, I'm like turning, like, because it's on my neck, on my chest. So I'm like turning away from the lighthouse.
I kind of liked the audio of you
And
like
then
turning away
turning-
from the mic, talking about
I'm
turning
like
away.
turning away from the lighthouse, and then I'm turning back, and then I'm turning away, like to, and I notice
Yeah,
it
and
changing.
it gets dimmer as you point away, and then brighter as you point toward.
Can I do an investigation for any kind of like irregularities in the stone?
Of the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
the stone of the lighthouse, and then also like,
The base of the ground around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make that check. Okay, let's
Also,
swing
are
back to
there
the
any
other two
windows?
checks.
Greg also does that. Stone.
The group is already doing it, but let's go back to you guys. So, Ro, 21 perception check.
Yeah.
Coast looks very clear. You look out to the waters. You can't see that under him anywhere. He must be really going out somewhere to fish, or maybe to the other side of the isle. Like, you don't see him anywhere. He must be really out there. And then, Kriag, as you study the lock, it appears to be made out of metal. Kriba, or Grobgar. What'd you get on your investigating?
16.
16, you big kid. The stone is very uneven, but you don't see much of a pattern in it. It just appears to be shoddy stonework.
And there's no windows?
No.
Okay, I just make my way around.
Wait.
Do you walk all
Wait.
the way back around the perimeter of the house or back around the lighthouse? Because the lighthouse and the home are conjoined.
I walk around like the whole structure.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the stone and the...
Is
Go
Tello
ahead.
working on the lock?
He hasn't started yet.
Okay,
He's waiting for everyone to reconvene.
I go, wait, Tello. Craig.
Yeah, I haven't started yet.
Yep.
Craig, you said that you saw magic on this thing and that it was basically what colors you said would provide.
Wow, that's important information that no one supplied to the guy who's about to pick the lock.
Well, no, that's why I'm telling you now, Tello. You said it was necromancy magic from what your description was. So maybe he shouldn't
Okay.
touch
No,
that.
no.
I don't think you should touch it, Tello.
No, because I actually like felt that it was protective magic, that it was protecting
Why did you
things.
say it was green
and-
then?
Maybe am I colorblind? I might be colorblind actually, because it was definitely
You
protective
were lying.
magic. But
You
I
were
thought it
lying
was
to me,
green.
weren't you, Craig?
Well, how about we
No,
make
no,
a
I would
deception
never
check and an
lie.
insight check?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, really, by roleplay terms, Rose should just be able to tell that this is a lie, but it's fun.
Yeah, that was a. I think that was.
That was an
2.
11
Oh
for
my
me.
goodness.
That was a 3.
Yeah, okay.
3.
I mean, it sounded like it sounded like.
I was too busy whistling, and I didn't get on that you were lying, Craig.
Okay, fine. There was no color, but it was definitely protected. It
Okay,
was,
so
I thought that
I
would be
still don't
respectful
think-
if I saw colors and
I'm
sparkly
still
things,
worried,
but-
though, if it's not just a regular lock, that Tallow shouldn't put his tools to it. Like, I feel like if it's magical, you know what I mean? If it's a protective lock and
Yeah.
it's magical.
Damn, am I there?
As they are having this conversation,
Oh no.
Greta, odds or evens?
Odds. Because Bazz is an odd guy and we miss him very
Okay.
much.
Aw.
As you make your way around the end of the house,
Making my way!
your eyes trace the bottom of the edge, and you walk by, and at some point you walk to the far end of the house, and you walk right in front of the bay window at one end of the house, and you look up, and Alec is there,
Oh, no.
just eating a breakfast of porridge, and looks at you through the window.
I knock on the door.
Okay, so you walk back around. So Greta walks back around to
My
the
God!
The bay window is on like one end of the house, and the front door is on the other side where your friends
Oh.
were on the same side as the lighthouse.
I walk around to the front door and I knock on the door.
So
Hello.
you guys are having this conversation in front of the lock. Greta walks back around to the house. You guys see her, and then she just walks right up to the front of the house and knocks on the door. Dum dum dum.
I look at them and I say,
Okay. And so
I-
Tello just nods, slips the
Yeah.
items back in his pocket, and then just walks around to the other side of the lighthouse.
I follow.
Craig? Okay. Ro
Follows.
leaves. Okay, great. So 3 of you walk by, and then Greta, you wait. And you wait. And you wait, and then...
hey,
It's morning.
good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Hmm.
You hungry for porridge?
Sure, yeah.
All right. I'll make some more porridge.
I feel bad. Don't feel like you have to. I had
For your
breakfast.
companions,
What?
do they need porridge?
I don't think so. No.
All right.
We had breakfast.
Has Ronderin come back yet?
No, when I
Yes,
saw...
Must be fishing at a great distance.
Yeah, when I left, his boat was still gone. Quick
nice.
question.
Yes.
Is it okay if we go in the lighthouse?
Sorry.
Is it okay if we go into the lighthouse?
And you're right at the threshold of his door, so you're standing outside of the house and he's standing in, and
Oh.
the rain is still softly falling, and he
Oh.
goes, I would want to go into the lighthouse.
Looks like a cool structure. I'm curious about how the light works. Is it magical? Actually,
Greta, make a deception check for me.
I am curious about how it works.
That's not a lie.
I'll never get tired of players being like, it's not a lie.
That's an 18.
Okay. Give me a moment, ya booger.
Come on, Greta.
Let me look at this real quick, yeah. Okay, let me give a look at it. Oh, dang. You got an 18?
Yeah. There's no way.
Oh, no.
Cocks an eye at you, and he goes,
Oh, no.
nods.
He's so old.
Cocks
So
an
is
eye.
Greta. It's perfect.
And Greta, you get the feeling he saw through that a bit. And he
Really?
goes, absolutely. And he turns around and walks back to his counter very slowly. And he sort of opens up a little drawer from the cabinet and pulls out this really large iron black key and closes it. So he walks back over to you. He hands it over and he goes, if your friends would like to join you, they can.
Thank you. I take it.
Okay.
I would invite you to our ship for like food,
It's all right.
but all we have is fish
It's a
and
long walk
hardtack.
for an old man.
Yeah. Okay, I'll bring this back, and I hold up the key.
Okay. And he goes, they don't need to hide. Reaches out. Closes the door. And you have the key.
DM,
Yeah, player. What's up, player?
did he see them?
No. You didn't see him see them, but
Stinky. Is there, like, he couldn't have seen them through the window? Like,
it doesn't face the dock.
stinky, funky little dude?
You also don't know if he just read you. I mean, you don't know.
Okay.
This is your character, right? Not Daniel's?
Yeah, Daniels is the one that went fishing.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm just
Daniels went out for fish.
Okay.
I walk around. Like, I follow where the rest of my companions.
Okay. What are Craig, Ro, and Tello doing when Greta walks back around with a key in her hand?
Dancing.
Tello's like,
No,
Tello's,
I'm just kidding.
okay. Ro's dancing. Tello's kind of
Dancing nervously, like tapping
pressed
her
himself
foot
up
and,
against the
like-
wall, very like Kronk, ready to hide. Craig.
Craig is staring very closely to the stone, and he's going to do a stone cunning check.
Okay.
Question, I'm reading it, and it says, history checks on the origin of stonework. You have expertise. What does expertise imply?
So
Your proficiency is doubled.
you double your proficiency, and also if you want,
Oh!
you could write that down. No pressure.
I did. I thought that's how many times I could do that. 2 times.
Yeah, if you want to
proficiency.
write down what expertise means, you can. Oh, I got you.
That was a nat 20.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Dude, that stone is checked.
It is checked to
Say
the
that's a
max.
28.
Craig, that's your highest roll ever, other than rolls to hit.
Let's go, Craig. Let's
He
go,
loves
Craig.
those rocks.
Okay, Craig.
Loving the rocks.
28. There's a very slight porous nature to the stone. You identified when you first got here that this tiny island was so obtusely shaped and so randomly placed because it's the top of an oceanic mountain. And so that in tandem with what you're gathering from the structure of the stone, this is the long-cooled top of a volcano. And the rock on this island should be porous. It should be magmatic rock. But the weather has worn all this stone smooth. And maybe different deposits and some sort of a mineral interaction in the water has also, like, there's probably another kind of stone here as well, but this is like magmatic stone that's made up this structure, and all of the really porous stone has just been worn smooth by what must be very, 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 very long periods of weathering from like wind and waves and storms, and you even notice as you peer at it closely that some are more porous than others. But yeah, it's just a structure.
Volcano?
like a dead one.
Oh my
R.I.P.
gosh, I turned
R.I.P. to the
to
volcano.
them. I'm like, yo, did y'all know that sometimes mountains do an explosive thing?
DM, do we know that?
Yeah, do we
Yeah,
know
definitely.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that happened in Zedge one time.
DM, did that happen in Frick?
No.
What is that? No, what's that place called?
Frick.
Does it start with a D?
Fwick and fwick.
Frick, bro. Dwarm.
Frick,
Did that happen
man.
at the creepy mountain place in Dwarm?
Make a rumors check.
Oh, rumors.
Oh my gosh.
Rumors.
I love our custom skills so much. Also, quick check-in. If anyone hasn't put custom skills on their sheet, let me know. We'll do that at break.
Did Ro knows about the one in Zedge, right?
She knows about the volcano that did not erupt in Zed.
I thought there was one that did erupt. In the
A dragon
south.
killed everyone.
No, in the south.
Oh, shoot! Wow. Man, you really are keen-minded. Yes, like ancient times, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Wow,
the city
wow.
was
Dang, you're
built
good.
in the
You are so good.
19.
I remember
Okay.
rolling for it.
What was the
when-
check for again?
It's
Rumors.
the scary mountain.
Yes. Some people say that, but you've heard that magic tore the mountain apart.
That's even scarier.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, I have more thought.
Yeah, Greg.
Eyes.
Well,
Did y'all know we're standing on a dead volcano right now?
Greta jumps.
wait, you're there, Greta?
Craig.
Yeah, Greta.
Yeah.
Greta has reappeared, and she has a key in her
Greta.
hand.
Oh, you go.
Hey,
Do we know
that's
the
so
word
cool.
volcano?
Craig, that's really cool.
Yeah, you see the stone? It's like a special stone. It's like a kind of stone.
Oh, is that
that's been,
Bavament?
like, weathered.
It's like really old, right?
That's DM
No. Is it
inspiration
old?
for me.
Is that DM
Yeah,
inspiration
that's
already?
DM inspiration.
Okay.
Is that the Beverman?
Is that
I
the
now have
Bavament?
two
The
DM
comic
inspirations
call that
Wait,
a
no, how do you have
Tragedy.
two?
because you guys gave me one last time.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem right that he can
That's
no,
not
that's
how
not how
inspiration
inspiration works.
Oopsie poopsie.
I think because he's given me double inspiration, so
He hasn't ever given me double inspiration.
Double and give it to the next person.
double it and give it to the next person. Do you want 700 inspirations, or do you want to double it and give it to the next person?
Oh gosh, the TikTok trend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I want to be the next person.
What?
Okay.
What?
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 So I woke up.
Okay,
And
Greta
I'm
has a
like-
key. Very confused.
Greta, you have a
'Cause I don't-
What?
You got a key there. Is that for the lock? Did you just ask for it?
No, I beat him up.
Greta.
And I
told
like-
you
Tell
not
him,
to beat
tell
old
him
men
doubles
up.
over
my
laughing.
God.
I put my guns out.
I told you
I
to
put my
stop
guns out.
Tiny
beating
little
old men up, Greta.
They kept telling me to pick on someone my own size, so
That's true.
Yeah,
I
Greta, he's kind of like your age range.
right.
Whoa! Did you
you
smell
like
that,
big
Greta?
noses?
That's burn.
Is
No.
he cute? No, it's I don't know.
I turn
See, you're
around and I
kind of-
walk towards the door.
Taylor's falling after you. I'm just saying, he's single.
That's
and
true.
Greta, you walk up to the lock and you're holding the big
I'm
iron key.
I'm just saying. I
And you're at the door.
put the key.
Okay.
Wait,
So
wait,
no.
what's his name again?
Oh, sorry. What was that?
What?
Craig?
What's his name again?
Alec.
Dude's name?
Alec Edelsborn.
And Alec sitting in a tree.
Which Craig sings as Greta walks up and just immediately inserts the key into the lock. And
I
twists
turn
it.
around and I walk in and I try and close the door and I try and slam it on them.
Well, let's back that up a bit.
Oh boy.
So you pick up the key and you just, and as you twist it in the lock like falls down, and you guys hear a really loud, like just, I don't know, it's just a loud sound that comes off of it.
Off
And then
of
it-
the lock?
Off the lock. And then
Like an unnaturally loud sound.
like louder than you would expect. It sounds like someone knocking on metal really hard. And just-
Interesting.
when it twists open, and then Greta, you can pull it up out of the hook that it sits in. It's heavy. It's heavy in your hands. This is like a 3-pound lock, and you lift it up.
That's a quarter of your
And,
size.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put it in one of my pockets.
Okay.
What?
A magical pocket or a real pocket?
A magical pocket.
Okay, so you open up the pocket and it just disappears
Greta,
with the key inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greta, are you
No,
stealing?
I took the key out.
Okay.
Are you stealing their lock?
Whack.
No, I'm just putting it there for safekeeping.
Lockpicking and thieving. We do all of the
You
above.
didn't pick the lock, Craig.
Taylor wipes a tear of pride out of his eyes.
With the key.
I opened the
I'm
door.
still gonna say
Okay.
we picked the lock.
You open it up. Let me go to the right part of my document. Okay. So, inside of the lighthouse, it looks a lot like you'd figure. It's dim inside. It's a stone floor, smooth cobblestone. There's a spiraling staircase, which leads up around a corner. Also, hey guys, fun fact that I learned a couple months ago. Did you know that so often in castles, they had spiraling staircases and towers that always curved to the direction that the staircase is curved? I think it's always left. So that when enemy soldiers tried to invade castles, the defending soldiers standing higher up on the staircase got to have their shield to the edge of their wall and their right hand with their weapon free, and then soldiers coming up the opposite direction from the staircases had to have, because most people were right-handed, their left arm was stuck up in an unadvantageous position, and their right arm was close to the wall. So it was hard to hit the soldiers going up, and so they helped defend that way. Anyway,
I did not know that.
Especially in
Was that
medieval
like why they did
times.
that on purpose?
yeah, didn't know that.
Especially
Architecture,
in
man.
medieval times, because
It
if you
changes
were,
things.
If you were left-handed, you were a witch.
True.
Yeah. Or just really good at invading castles. So, unrelated, there's a spiraling staircase. Very, very, very
Is it
simple.
going to
very
the left?
Shallow steps.
Is it going to the left?
To
Actually,
the left,
yes.
to the left,
But
to the left.
all right.
To the left, to the
Okay,
left.
all right, okay. The spiraling staircase reaches up, and there's a couple of there. In fact, it's very dim in here because there are torches in the walls set in holes, but none of them are lit right now. But they're black and burnt. And they smell like they've been lit recently. And a little bit of light is bleeding down the staircase, but you assume that that's just because, there must be an open hatch somewhere at the top. And the Slayers are very, 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 very slightly slick. Like, not enough for someone to slip on, just damp, because water probably makes its way through the imperfect stonework of the tower.
Ro takes... Can Ro reach a torch?
Yes. It's a little embarrassing, the height at which you have to reach up to get it, but you definitely can.
Ro grabs it and prestidigitate lights it.
DM.
Yeah, player.
Can I do an Arcana check on the lock?
Yes. Wait. You're not proficient in Arcana.
Do you have to be proficient to make a check?
What's the check you want to make?
I'm suspicious of that sound. And I want to...
You have an impetus. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead and make it. Yeah.
This might be too high level, and I don't know if I can project this thought onto my character. I'm wanting to check if maybe there's some kind of, like...
Spell enchanting or something?
No, like, I want to see if there's, like, 2 layers to this. Like, Conage, not Conage.
Yes, more than, like, multiple enchantments.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Conage? Yeah, Conage in the house inside the house.
Oh. Okay, you're checking to see if there's if you all are traveling into an interdimensional space? These are 2 different checks. Which one are you wanting? You can make both.
Can I make both?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that what we're seeing is not accurate.
Okay, yeah, we can have 2 different DCs.
Okay, so I'll do the
lock first.
The lock first, okay.
And then I'll come back to what you were doing, Greba. Also, Craig, let me know if you want to do any actions in the meantime.
That's a 21.
Okay,
21.
And the lock, and then what'd you get on the checking to see if you're in a spoopy place? If you just walked into the TARDIS.
That's what I'm wondering. That is a 18.
Okay, all right. 18's not going to cut it, because it's a pretty complex spell to check for. 21. Yeah. Okay, and that would make sense with the color that Craig described. So there's probably abjuration on that lock, and you bet that it was enchanted to just be really resilient. So hard to open. And you're willing to bet that basically what happened when you unlocked it is that key must be enchanted with a 21 with the knock spell, which is a purely arcane spell that when cast, when you basically, it will open any lock.
Oh.
The knock spell, but it does so with a very loud, audible knock.
That's weird.
So this key is enchanted with that with the knock spell, so that basically that lock's not made to be opened. So Tella could have picked and picked and picked with his lock picks, and it would not have come open. But the key, enchanted with the knock spell, is made to open it. So the key doesn't actually unlock it. The key is just magical. So you have an unlockable lock. Well, intended to be magically unlockable lock.
Yeah.
Maybe it can be destroyed, disenchanted, who knows, right? But an unlockable lock and a key that is specifically designed to unlock that lock.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
And as you think about that and you pull it back out, you notice that the key there's actually not any pieces at the end of it. It's just a tube.
How did I not notice that? And
you look over it a little more closely, there's some glyphs on it. So basically,
Heck yeah.
I mean, if you have a keyhole that's too small, you couldn't put it in, but any lock that it could fit into, it could unlock.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Bless you, child. Krieg, you want to do anything? Krieg, what do you want, Krieg?
Yeah, I want to walk in with Greta.
Okay, so you with everyone else are inside, as everyone has been.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I want to follow where she goes.
Okay, so in the same space that everyone else is standing in. Okay, you're flanking her.
I want to be there. Would you mind, like, Abby, if I'm, like, ahead of you? Kind of, like, almost in a protective way, like, if anything is coming, or, like, if there's anything that we don't foresee that, like...
Craig, make a perception check for me for possible dangers or traps or num-num-nums.
For spookies.
Sleepy DM alert.
Never.
It's a 15.
Ooh, you don't see anything, but you're observant and watching. Grob, as you light up your torch and the light fills the room. Also, have you guys closed the door behind you? Or is it open? Take it outside.
I didn't close it.
Close it.
I
I say
haven't
we
closed
close
it.
it.
Okay, so Ro closed it behind you guys. I mean, there's no closing sound. It is just pulled to. Like, there's no, like,
Make
locking
the
mechanism.
closing sound.
Okay. There's no locking mechanism. It's just pulled to closed. All right. So as you light the torch...
Hey, that was good, Jackie.
Hey, look at that. The space is
I'm a
bathed in, like, in a warm golden color, and I realize I always use bathed. It's washed over, suffused
Showered.
with a golden color, and you can make out more detail in the space. And it is just imperfect stone everywhere, and the light sort of picks up more gleaming refractions between them and the stairwell that moves upward.
I want to inspect the ground and see if there's any, like, I'm looking for trapdoors and ways to go under.
Make an investigation good kick.
Can I say that I assist because I'm like holding the light closer?
Maybe I don't need it.
Absolutely can. That's the help action, dude. Let's go, players.
I don't
You
need
said assist, so I get advantage?
Yeah, that's help. It's the help action. Oh man.
Because
I
I'm
know
like,
that.
oh, she's looking for stuff. I'll help with the light.
Okay, so we got 24.
Teller's walked halfway up the staircase and is just kind of peering up. And the space, I mean, you're just in a lighthouse, but Tello's like kind of subconsciously put a hand on a knife hilt as he looks upward. And Craig, you're checking for traps. As you all look down and you trace your fingers along the floor, Ro is holding the light over and helping to point. And Greta, you trace your fingers along and you don't see anything, but you're so carefully running your fingers along that as they bump a stone, one of the large stones on the floor, like, very slightly lifts and like,
I'd pull it.
okay, you wrap your fingers around, pull it up. Could you give me a... well, okay. You lift the stone up. As you pick it up, there is metal underneath. A metal square, a trapdoor on the floor. And over it, there is a glyphic series of overlapping concentric geometric shapes with arcane symbols of various types and varying sizes between them.
Magic awareness.
I would like.
Ooh,
Can I do
let's
an
go, Craig,
arcana?
let's go, Craig.
Can I do an arcana check to see?
Girl,
if
Can
make
I
an
I
arcana
also
check.
make an arcana
Make
check?
an arcana check.
Yeah, I also make one.
Magic awareness, please.
Okay, so Craig, you sense the weight of the orb in your pocket, and you reach your mind outward, and you sense stuff, and you hear old in your head say, "A really interesting, funny line." And then, as your awareness reaches outward, the door is warded abjurationally. This is another impediment.
Is there a keyhole?
You don't see anything.
You
It's just
said-
a flat door with.
You said trap door. How big is this? Like the size enough for someone to
it's
fit
about,
in?
It's about a foot and a half of square feet. So
Oh, okay.
most people could fit in pretty easily, or maybe 2 feet.
Okay.
So most people could slip in.
I got
Um,
an 18 on my arcana check.
Okay. Greba?
I got a 7.
Ro, that's DC 18.
Woo!
Wait, serious?
Exactly. Yeah, for real.
Let's go, Ro. Oh my.
This is a glyphic series. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is what's called a matching abjurational glyph. So if you can, basically, in mathy magic-y terms, these are abjurational symbols, and if you can match their inverse symbols and trace them through the air and pronounce their correct names and incantations in abjurational words of evocative power, whatever your spellcasting implement is, like basically if you can get the right magical passcode of geometries and symbols and mutterings, you can speak and create in illusory light like a passcode for this door, and it will unlock this glyph and the door will lift. And with that high
What
of a
did you
check,
call it again?
this is a matching abjurational glyph, unless I said something different. And Ro,
Yeah.
with an 18, you perceive what the correct combination would be.
Would I know, like, because I'm a little
You know
little bit
everything I just
confused.
told you.
No, I know, but like, because I'm not like a wizard, right? Would I know if I could actually do it? Does that make sense? Like, if I say
It would be tough for someone who wasn't a bard.
Okay.
Because you understand the translations between
Okay.
how musical notes can be made to
Yes.
evoke these
Okay.
same structures and numbers and orders and all this
Okay.
stuff.
I just wanted to make sure that I was like understanding you correctly. Okay. So I tell Greta, I look at Greta and tell her what I figured out.
Great,
and
but you
then,
get told.
And then I say, should I try it, Greta?
Yeah. Absolutely. Actually, do you think we should just check out like the top of the lighthouse first before we go down?
Hey, Tello.
Tello's halfway up and he goes, uh-huh.
We found a trap door and I figured out a
Holy crap.
magical password for it. Should I open it? Tello, what do you think?
And our lives are crazy. I looked up here. It's a lighthouse.
It's only a lighthouse. There's nothing up there.
And it looks like it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I say we go in.
You know what? Let's do it. I'm feeling adventurous today, Greta. And Ro attempts to recite what she thinks she knows. Yeah.
You play out the chords on the lute as you would assume that it would be structured, and you sing the proper notes and speak. Like, you basically sing out the words. And do you know that scene in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe where Mr. Tumnus is trying to trap Lucy and the song that plays there?
Ah.
Yeah.
It sounds a great bit like that. It's very
wow.
pan-fluty and haunting, and as you sing out the kind of soft undulating tunes, these symbols appear in the air, and they're like a pale white, and then they sort of appear, and then all the symbols on the door light up, and then both disappear, and the hatch lifts slightly, and then just lifts
there a
itself
ladder?
up. And below is a staircase.
I put my torch towards it to see better.
Okay, Ro, you
Oh, staircase.
hold the torch down, and it bathes a stone staircase going straight down.
How far can we see?
It looks like, well, it's at a pretty steep angle, so you see about 20 feet, and then it keeps going.
Guys, if we
I
go down
go
this
start walking
staircase
down.
and find another barred dragon, everyone owes me a platinum.
This is true.
Greta's already going down.
Do we know?
Never mind, Greta has stopped.
Well, I start walking down and then I turn around and
I
I'm like,
follow
hey guys,
Greta.
don't close the door, or like maybe put a rock so that
how
we can
about-
prop the door open.
How about, well, Greta, how about, would you like me to go in front of you?
No, I think that I should do that.
Somebody needs to put a rock.
Craig,
Okay, but
Tello
it
has
is-
already picked up a rock and started putting it, sliding it in between the space.
Okay,
And he goes,
thank you,
got
Tello.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
walk
Well,
in.
guys,
Okay, so
I
Craig,
think,
you take point.
yeah, but it was it was magic. I feel like
So Craig, you're walking down. Greta, are you walking down behind him? No, you can keep talking, Ro. Just everyone else can also take their action. So Craig, you're starting to walk down. Greta,
I
are you
think,
behind?
I
Yeah.
think someone
Yeah.
with an ability to shield magic should be in front.
I mean, you can walk with
Tello
us,
goes,
but I think
how
that
about they
also,
do everyone one better? How about they stand at the top of the staircase, propping it open with my foot? If you need me, you call.
Yeah, that's
Do you not want to see
probably
what's at the
good
bottom
with
of this really creepy staircase?
No.
Okay.
okay.
And he pulls out his crossbow
Greta
and loads it, and he
laughs.
goes, if the old man comes, I'm not going to shoot him.
Okay, perfect, Stella. No,
Do it.
don't shoot him.
Yep, that's
shoot
what they
him.
said.
No, I was doing the
And you guys are walking down the staircase.
yeah.
So you guys proceed down the stairwell, and it ends very quickly. 30 feet down, it opens up into a room.
What does it look like? Is it?
Do you guys walk out? in the room?
Yeah.
So you
We
guys
keep
walk
walking.
into a sizable stone room. It is perfectly smoothed and well kept, if a tad dusty. The room is almost a perfect rectangular prism and has lateral walls extending exactly 15 feet in length. A series of unlit sconces rest in iron fixtures of laced cylindrical design at inward lowering angles from the walls. The room is otherwise filled with unexpected arcane accoutrement, packed snugly into the space. A broad metal table of some uncommon metal, Craig, could you give me an intelligence check?
Ooh, let's go, Craig.
And I'll tell you what. It's metal. It's metalworking. You're identifying a metal, so I want you to add your proficiency bonus.
That would be. Ba-da-ba-ba. This is intelligence. I am looking. I have a -1, so that would be 13.
A bit rich for your blood. This is a rare metal. You're not familiar, but it's this like kind of really dark blue, shiny metal, and even kind of silvery. And it's this broad 8-foot wide table. Okay. It stands on simple legs, which appear to be bolted to the floor. The table is entirely simple in design. It's a deep blue-black silvery color.
Wait, is it
shines
electrum?
with hard corners and sharp edges. Various scorch marks and burns lightly mar its seamless surface. But the smooth metal seems unaffected and unmarred. So there's like burn marks and scorches on it, but it's not dented or harmed in any way. A series of iron cabinets. A series of iron cabinets hold various magic-looking metal instruments, metal parts for machinations, carved crystal instruments, and vials full of colored liquids stand in racks on shelves. These implements are each separated according to their type by shelves, the vials and their contents standing in ornate metal cradles on a shelf above a series of metal gears, plates, hammers, tongs, and blades, but there appears to be no clear organization beyond this. A large metal cabinet, floor to ceiling in height against one wall, stands against the leftmost wall, iron and dark and imposing. A heavy lock rests on an iron chain binding the cabinet. And let me check what other essential details there. There's also an iron forge and a smithy's stool standing on one side of the room with an array of iron metal working tools. Craig, you recognize like smithing tools. Metal shavings and coal dust lay about the floor next to the long dead fire, and billows rest idly by. An outbound chimney rests within a stone hood above the fire pit. So you don't know where this would run because you didn't see one anywhere. Leading to an unknown exit in the wall. In the center of the floor lies 16 geometric shapes. These shapes range from the simplicity of triangles to the many sides of dodecagons, with a series of overlapping and overlaying circles. Open spaces lie at regular intervals between these circles, and small traces of wax and various forms of alchemical dust lie about the open space. In the far corner of the room are 3 concentric geometric shapes, a circle, a hexagon, and another circle. These circles are carved into the stone floor and are inlaid with melted silver. The space in between them is inlaid with a reflective, light crimson gemstone, which, Craig, I'll just say you go ahead and know as red quartz. And more than 30 different arcane glyphs and insignias have been carved into this gemstone in symmetrical patterns laying within each shape. Ro, you instantly recognize this to be a receiving teleportation circle, which you can also instantly memorize.
Is there any kind of text? Like any writing anywhere or text on the walls or
You don't see any.
books or paper?
Ro, first, two little baby things. Ro is gonna press to digitate the torches on the wall.
Okay.
And then can I do I think it would be an investigation check to see, like, does it look like anything in here
let's pick some different music, by the way. Sorry, continue, Ro.
Does it seem like anyone's, like, been here, or does it look like no one's been here in a while? Like,
Make an investigation check.
Okay. That would
And
be,
I promise we're wrapping up soon, Michael.
That would be
Okay, I'm
a
writing it.
19.
Yeah, Ro. The coals are cool, but there's the slightest hue of temperature to them, and you recognize that some of the ash hasn't settled at the edge of some of the forge, and some of the instruments laying down in the edges of the forge are still a little warm. And you also recognize as you walk around the space that there are they're shuffled like boot prints and some of the dust on the ground. You hear from up at the stairs, Tello kind of goes, "What'd you get? Are you dead? You find anything?"
It's just a big room.
Tello,
It's like a workshop.
I'm propping it up with the rock, and he walks down the stairs.
Tello, it's a teleportation circle.
Ooh, okay. All right. Whoa.
And someone's been here recently.
How recently?
Well, I don't know, but I mean,
Ro, you'd guess somewhere in the
Okay.
last couple days.
I mean, recently, like really pretty
Or maybe more
recently.
recent with the forge. Hard to tell.
I mean, like the footprints, all that. Like it could have been in the past
Ah.
24 hours or a day.
This is
There's-
intense. What these are? This
There's
stuff.
no text or paper or scrolls anywhere?
You don't see anything.
Is the
I
table?
investigate.
Would Ro know if the table's Electrum?
It is not electrum.
Okay.
It is a metal you are not familiar with. Well, you can give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
DC
bother.
18.
Oh, bother. Oh, bother.
That's sad.
Bother.
I rolled a 2, so that is a 6.
Sorry, bud.
Ro's
No,
like
Craig, are you doing anything
metal.
particular in the space? You don't need to be. I'm just checking. You don't need to.
I was gonna do this. I
Okay.
think I'm good. I think I'm just looking around.
Is there any?
am-
Oh, sorry, Abby. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No,
You
I
go
was
ahead.
just wondering if there's any. I know Abby already said, is there any writing? But is there like anything that would signify Kefkin empires?
You don't see anything.
anywhere. Okay.
With your passive perception, you don't pick anything up.
Okay.
I'm going to walk over to the cabinet that's locked,
Okay.
and I'm going to unlock it.
Okay. Do you have any tools with which to do that?
I'm going to use the key.
Okay. So you pull out the key, you hold it up, and you recognize that the hole is a little too small. And you get the feeling that that was intentional.
Is my necklace
Hello.
glowing? Is my necklace glowing?
Yeah, the whole space lights it up.
Wait, can Craig still see stuff? How long does that last?
I still sense.
Is it 10 minutes, Craig? Minute? Hour? Days, weeks, months, years?
It's 20 years.
Because it ends with my turn.
What'd you say, Craig?
What I have written down is that it ends with my turn.
Okay, so it's like a pulse.
'Cause it's
Yeah,
like
so that's
going
not it's not going on for long. Tello walks up and goes, "Do you need skill lands?"
Please.
Wait, but what if it's
He
wait?
pulls out his instrument.
Wait, Tello, what if it's magical?
He stops right before putting him in. That's sort of a good point, and he steps back. How do we deal with that?
We need to make sure it's not like gonna hurt you if you attempt to open it.
Mm-hmm. How do we do that?
I'll cast
you know-
Identify on it.
One time, a wise cleric once told me about a spell
Slips him in his pocket.
called Detect Magic.
He just slips a hand on your shoulder and goes, "I'm sorry, bud." Ro, you pull out your lute and you play the necessary implements for Identify, and magic flows off of it. And as it wraps around the lock, you recognize that it is enchanted with evocation. Failure to conjuration, excuse me. Failure to properly unlock this would result in toxic gas being sprayed outward.
What kind of toxic gas?
The toxic kind. The one that's bad for your lungsy wungsies and your
Hello?
nosy wosy.
Tello, I would not.
That's my name.
Tello. If you try to open that, it's gonna be toxic gas for all of us. So you might step away.
all right.
What's a gas?
Okay, well, and he backs up.
Um.
It's at this time that you guys hear a and you guys turn around, and as you've all gathered around around the cabinet, standing at the back of the room, is the old man. Alec is standing there, and he's just kind of got his little guys. It's a cane. He's just sitting there with a cane,
Guys.
What?
and he goes,
Guys.
"What have you all found here?"
Insight. Does he know that it's here?
Yeah, and you don't need insight. It's his lighthouse.
I didn't know.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Greta doesn't know. Make an insight check for me. We'll call it DC 5.
Yeah, he might not have known it was
What if he
there.
fails?
He
Oh
might
I
my
rolled
not
a
have known.
5.
You rolled a 5. Man, I wish I made a DC 6.
With my modifier, it's 10. But
Okay.
you know, with the high
And he's
modifier,
just kind of looking around. And Tello kind of looks kind of sheepish. What have you all found here?
I tried the key. It's too big.
It is.
Did you make this?
Do you think I did?
Yes.
Is that Craig? Does Craig say that?
Yeah.
He just he looks toward Craig. His movements are still slow, but Craig, you notice there's the slightest increase in liveliness in his, he kind of perks up a little bit and he winks at you and he goes, probably.
Who are you?
Who do you think I am?
Really, really good.
Are you a wizard?
Smith?
He gets kind of like a churlish smile and he lifts up his staff. He just bonk on the stone and there's this.
Oh no.
And then suddenly standing in front of you is a human man who is also very old. He's a. Why'd you just pick up a knife?
I already had it in my hand.
I've been lending
wait.
Abby this pocket knife to do sewing with, and she just picked up a pocket knife when I said that.
It
Wait, I
was
have a
open
real-
and I closed it.
I have a question real quick before you move on.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
was he? Refresh my memory. Was he a human man? Like when we were seeing him earlier?
Yes.
Okay, he was
so
human.
He looks
appeared
like he's
human.
going from a human man to a human man. But this
Okay.
human man looks different.
Okay.
He also looks very old, but different. He's about 6 inches taller than Alec. He's got sort of like it appears to be like kind of. You have trouble actually placing ethnicity just off of tone of the skin because it looks like it could have been white, but it is so tanned and sun-warmed that and it's covered in sunspots and there's kind of like a loose neck, and he has long, tall features. He looks kind of maybe like ethnically Kefkin, maybe. And he has a long nose that droops and hooks quite a bit. And he has long gray hair. I'm talking about Gandalf, but way less elegant. Stringy and wiry and not particularly well kept, with a lot of dark gray black strands as well. And he has these kind of dark brown eyes. His eyebrows are wild. They're huge and they puff everywhere. He has a stupid big beard, but again, not elegant like Gandalf. It goes out wider than it goes long, and there's huge long black and gray streaks through it. And he has kind of low cheeks. It's kind of like if you took Dwight's face and stretched it out. And kind of sallow features. Not unattractive, but also not anything to speak of either. And they've been very worn by age. His nose has got a little bit bulbous at the end. His ears droop a bit long. He's very kind of lanky, but not particularly tall. He's maybe 5'7", and he's just got on a very, very basic hempen shirt and pants, and he's barefoot. And
Was he barefoot?
he just kind of smiles. No, not before. Before he was wearing boots, and he just says,
What does the cane look like now?
Same. Exact same. Just a wooden stick. And he goes, well, I'm Nifty the Chaos Mage. And that's where we'll end episode 77. Listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, our Patreon has a number of affordable intro options with all sorts of interesting bonus content. We have a series of unique one-shots there, third watches where we discuss our episodes. Abby's going to cry for a little bit, so we'll come back to this. And we have all sorts of interesting bonus content there. Leave a review if you like the episode as my players recover. And remember that life is an incredible adventure and you're an important part of it. See you next time.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Happy, are you crying?